All right.
Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I thought you were just saying hello to me.
Hi, what's up? Hello and
Hey.
welcome.
Sorry, continue.
Hello and welcome to the Boy Ryan's channel. Today we're back with a tier list video. Okay, well the first block on the tier list is oh yeah, these are beta blocks, by the way. These are blocks in beta, and the items are going to be on Boxplayer's channel. We're doing it in like 2 sections.
Yeah.
I'm going to rank the blocks, then his video on the items will be on his channel. So don't watch that one. Yeah.
Unsubscribe from the Boy Ryan right now.
No.
How dare you say that?
Okay, so.
All right, let's get started.
Stone. Let's have an intelligent conversation about stone.
Now, stone. I wish I was a geologist so I could actually like break down exactly what stone this is. You know?
Yeah. I think it's a hydroplastic stone from the Himalayas.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Notch went to the Himalayas to?
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
To find the stone, find the right stone for his game.
I think this texture, he actually like took a picture of a stone on the Himalayas. That's what he did.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Good on him.
So high quality.
Now he lives there.
Yeah.
Stone. I mean, stone. I feel like is just a very. It's like the very middle ground block. You know, it's one of those blocks that you just compare everything else to. You know.
It's yeah. I mean, I find it useful for building kind of like detailing cobblestone walls, but you know,
I feel like I don't really use it all that much in beta.
Well, it's a pain in the ass to get as well because it means cooking cobblestone, which
you gotta cook it.
If you had like silk touch, you could just whack some walls and make stone balls, but you can't just do that in beta. It gives you cobble. So I'm thinking it was a C tier.
Yeah, I feel like a C tier. Like it's good. You know, it's everywhere. Like you see a lot, and it's just it's good that it's not too busy or too bland. Like I feel like it's just right. You know, it's just right.
Like Goldie blocks. Goldie blocks. Oh my god, Goldie blocks and the free squares. Just like Goldie blocks and the free squares. It's just right in the middle. C tier stone. Right. Dirt. What's your opinion on dirt?
Look, dirt. I think is kind of dirty. You know.
Yeah, clues in the name.
Yeah, exactly. I find dirt a little annoying because it's not grass, you know. But I mean, it can be used well. I mean, I use it a lot in my desert area, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it looks. I mean, it doesn't look that great. It looks. I don't know. It's another one of those stock standard blocks. You know?
Yeah, it looks like Cocoa Pops without the milk.
A little bit. I never even thought about it like that. Damn. Now I'm feeling some Cocoa Pops. Shout out to Cocoa Pop. All right. Well, I don't know. I feel like this is honestly a pretty C tier block as well. Like it's a very.
It's
middle
pretty
ground.
shit. It is pretty shit. Is grass even on here?
I don't know. I don't think so because I think it's just obtainable things.
Oh, grass isn't. Well, you know, but dirt is just bold grass, so I feel like I've got to give it an extra point for having the ability. Yeah,
to turn into grass. But I mean, if that's the case, like C is far more useful because like it has the ability to turn into cobblestone slabs, other kinds of slabs. You know, like stairs.
I mean, I use dirt.
It's like more. It's actually kind of useful.
Scaffolding with dirt is pretty.
Scaffolding. Yeah. It is pretty useful. It is pretty useful.
It's easy to get, and you don't give a fuck if you lose it. So I guess it's got that going for it.
Okay, you know what? It is actually pretty good. Pretty cost effective. Maybe a little B.
B for Bert. Dirty Bert. Dirty Bertie. You ever read Dirty Bertie? It's like Horrid Henry, but shit. I had a really weird dream about scat porn last night.
What is that? Is that like the scat man but doing porn?
No.
I'm the skit sex man.
no, Scatman is shit. Literally. Yeah, feces.
Okay.
Human fecal shitter. Yeah, I had a weird dream that my mum caught me like masturbating to scat porn, and I had like shit all over my face. I'm being 100% serious. This is a dream I genuinely had.
This is a weird dream.
Cobblestone.
Cobblestone. All right. Cobblestone is our first controversial block, I feel.
Right, really?
I think controversial because in beta 1.7 it looks worse than what
they changed the texture and it made it look
they changed the texture.
Lame. It's not the worst cobblestone texture because Jappa wasn't involved yet, but I don't hate this cobblestone texture. It's just not as it doesn't catch your eye as much, so it makes
No,
all
it
your
doesn't
buildings
catch your
look kind
eye.
of boring and smooth and dull.
Yeah, I think a lot. That's the big thing is it makes them look smooth. And like, I mean, you and I, we play with the old cobblestone texture, and I don't know if you ever turn it off every now once in a while, but it does make everything just look quite smooth. And like, so like for some people they like that, and that's good. But like, I don't know, I really love the way it stands out when it's next to something like stone or wool.
Yeah,
or like it really stands out, and it feels very solid. You know, it feels heavy. It feels structured, whereas like this one doesn't feel as like solid to me.
No,
like, it feels a bit more.
It
It feels
looks
more
like it's been like squashed as well. Like the middle of the stone in this texture is like, I don't know. The top stones are big, the bottom stones are big. It looks like it's all being crushed in. I don't know. It looks like it was purposely made to make half slabs, and then he just slapped the two textures together. I've never noticed that before. That might actually be true.
I don't think that is true. I think you're just crazy.
I don't know. You can just see that. You can see like a line in the middle where I feel like he did do that.
Nah.
I don't know, man. Hey, Notch, if you're watching, let us know if you did that. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Also, send me 1 million hookers in the form of money.
Please.
But that being said, super useful.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be next to wood. It's gotta be like the most.
Yeah, most used block. Like, and not to mention, it's used everywhere. I mean, your whole castle, your whole, all of that stuff is all cobblestone everywhere.
It's pretty much the building block next to wood.
Yeah, it's like they basically go hand in hand, but cobblestone I feel like is used more.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I think in beta, mining is like so much more balanced. Like, you get copious amounts of cobblestone when you need it. In modern, like, you just do not get any cobblestone.
No, you go mining for some cobblestone, you come back with like 16 stacks of granite, some fucking amethyst, some coal, some mossy. But then
you end up in deep slate level anyway, and you've just got you've only got like half a stack of deep slate because it takes 10 years to mine. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
We're getting off topic.
It is super useful though, like used to craft like a bunch of things, and also goes everywhere. So despite like the texture.
Yeah.
Despite the texture, like, and the good thing is we can always go back to the old one. Like, if this was the old texture on my screen right now, this is S tier for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
I think this goes in A. It's knocked down a little bit because the texture looks a bit stupid now.
Yeah.
Well, not now. It's gone now. Rest in peace. But it did look stupid.
Okay. I would personally. This is my personal opinion. I agree with A. Personally, I would still put it in S. Especially because I can turn it back to the old texture as well. Like that's what I think.
Wood planks. What did you think about wood planks? I actually think this is one of the best looking blocks, and the fact Jappa changed this one is
a crime.
Is literally a crime. He's worse.
It's literally it's a hate crime.
It is a hate crime. They should send him off to Russia because he'd be good over there. Putin would love Jappa.
I completely agree. Like absolute classic wood type, like absolute classic block, and it looks like grainy, but not so grainy that it's like distracting. Like it's kind of perfect.
It looks like wood. There's
nothing I would change about this.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect block, and the new one looks like plastic. It looks like chocolate. It looks like Lego. I don't know why the new one does not look like wood at all. You look at it, it's too fucking shiny and stupid. This wood is perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Got the little dots.
I agree.
I'm going to put this in S tier without even talking about it that much, because, it's useful.
Honestly,
you build with it. You can do anything with it. You can look at it. It's great.
And you just look at S tier right now, and that just belongs to you. Look at that. That just just works.
That's every house ever.
Yeah. That's like 99% of Minecraft houses.
We could actually build like a Minecraft house on the tier list.
All right. Oak sapling.
Did they change the oak sapling texture in 1.7.3? Because this is not the oak sapling texture I have in beta.
Yeah, I think it looks like whoever put this in is using maybe like 1.0 or something textures.
Yeah.
In certain places.
Well, I don't really give a fuck about the saplings. I don't know.
Yeah, the saplings themselves, I mean, they just grow.
They're just saplings.
And you can never really keep them from growing unless you put like an invisible stair on top or something like that. Right. It's just like I never do that personally. Like if there's like in versions where there's flower pots, I do like the saplings. I like putting them in the flower pots, and usually I don't like I don't discriminate saplings. I feel like I put all in them equally, you know.
Yeah.
The black ones, the white ones, the green ones.
Yeah,
you know how it
the
is.
yellow ones, all of them. All of them get crammed into your little pots.
So I feel like for me, like they're all basically the same.
Wow.
I don't see race, all right?
No, you're colorblind. Well,
so yeah, I would put them in. I mean, they exist.
They do exist.
Yeah.
That is true. They do exist.
So, I guess the only thing is the fact that they grow into different tree
trees,
types. So yeah.
I will say I think the spruce one's texture is the worst. It looks nothing like a spruce tree.
Yeah,
I've never really thought about that. It
almost looks like a cross, like a crucifix,
I was thinking
but
that.
with like
a hairy crucifix.
It's like
jammed up Joker's ass. Yeah, it looks.
It's like a Christmas crucifix. It's like they put like some what's it called? Garland. It's like they put garland all over.
Yeah,
the
may the power of Christmas compel you.
Honestly, talking about it like that kind of makes it better for me.
Yeah, it's like a really Christmassy, like Ku Klux Klan kind of. Merry Christmas.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, you say that. The only one that actually kind of looks like I guess the birch one does look like almost like a real life birch tree.
Yeah,
it's a bit
I guess
much.
the spruce,
no,
the sapling one doesn't look like the sapling one. The oak one.
Anyway, I don't know what like you decide.
I mean, I use them. I use them for. I wish you could place them on leaves, because if you could place them on leaves, these would be great like decorations on beta. You could like have them. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. But you can't do that. They grow. I will say I think I like the oak one and the birch one better than the spruce one. Okay. Not only because spruce trees are already a pain in the ass to cut down. I do like spruce trees, but I think these two just look better for like using in builds. So I'll give them an E. Spruce sapling gets an F. I never want to use that part of shit.
That's fair. I feel like I'd just put them all in E. Like that's just my opinion, but I think that's fine.
Well, no one came for your opinion.
Tell what your mum said last night.
Nah, she came for your opinion, alright. Your 10-inch opinion. Alright, so sand.
Anyway,
sand, everyone.
Sand! Alright, sand.
You can't have a conversation about sand without bringing up the course. It's rough and it gets everywhere.
It is coarse, it is rough, and it does get everywhere. That does make it much worse. But sand, pretty good, can be turned into TNT. Pretty epic block, in my opinion.
It falls.
Sandstone, also pretty sick. It does fall. Gravity.
Yeah, gravity. Ding.
Yeah. Gravity. Ding.
Yeah.
I think sand's pretty cool. I like sand.
I like the sand texture as well. I will say that the sand texture that has like a tiny flaw with it, where if it's in like a row, it doesn't kind of blend into each other quite perfectly.
Yeah, you can see the symmetry almost.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it is a good texture, and they use it for the background of the hotbar, so it's got that going for it. Yeah, sand's good. It makes glass. It falls. It's sand
is like it's like useful. It's like I don't know. It's like I was gonna say it's like the dirt of the desert, but
I guess I mean it is.
It's kind of better than dirt.
It is better than dirt. Better than dirt. That's the new mod pack. Better than dirt.
Better than dirt. Better than the bare minimum.
Better than nothing. I should do an indie version, like a pirated version of that mod called Better Than Nothing, and it's literally just like a flat grass with like, I don't know, a tree on.
It's just the OG.
I mean,
OG Minecraft.
Hey, it's better than nothing, alright?
Game. Yeah.
It's classic
Alright,
Minecraft.
So what do you want to put sand?
I'd put sand probably. I don't know if it belongs in A. I'd probably still put it in B next to dirt, but it's better than dirt.
Yeah, I like to put it above dirt.
If I could put it like in between. It's alright. I mean, is it sand? You can't. My problem with sand is.
You can always move around. Yeah.
You can't like place most things on it like you can dirt. You can't put flowers on sand.
Yeah, I mean you can. You can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
You can. You can. I mean, you can put cactus on it.
Oh,
and
cactus.
I mean, you can't put reeds on it, which is a bit annoying. But
no.
Yeah, I don't know. It can be a little annoying to work with. I think maybe you're right at B. I think you could be right.
Okay.
At B.
Yeah. B. Yeah.
I think B. Yeah. But yeah.
Am I recording? I am recording.
I agree. Gravel, also affected by gravity.
Ding.
I think it's sand, but worse.
I think it's gravel.
Honestly, like it looks. I think it complements stone pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
And cobblestone. But other than that, it can be a bit annoying. Like,
Oh, it's so fucking annoying.
It's not used a whole lot. I find it all the time in caves, and I get so much flint. And flint is useless in beta. Flint is flint and steel is the only thing it's used for, and
you need it once or twice.
You don't need flint and steel much unless you're blowing stuff up. Like.
Yeah, no. Back in beta and back in like early Minecraft, gravel was the most hated block. Everyone hated this fucking thing. They thought the texture was ugly. They hated that it was in the way because it was fucking useless too. Everyone hated gravel.
I love the way it looks. I think gravel has a pretty good texture.
In hindsight, this is the best gravel texture we ever got.
100%. It was weird that after this they added like the weird. They added like triangles. They made it like chunky gravel. Like it was almost like ballast rather than gravel.
There's like a shit. Weird. Gravel is like one of the most changed texture blocks, and I think it's because they can't. They see gravel like doesn't look nice in real life, and they're like, "Oh, well, the gravel texture's shit." Yeah, because it's fucking gravel.
Kind of gravel, yeah. It's kind of supposed to be like that's what gravel
looks like, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, they keep changing it, and it's like it's gravel.
Literally, can I just say, like, this gravel block looks like a pile of gravel.
It does.
Like, in a pile. It looks like a pile of gravel. Whereas,
it looks like a pile of gravel.
All other textures looks like a pile of rocks or something else. Like, it's weird the way they did it. But, yeah, I do like that it is more purple because it differentiates from the stony
It's
blocks.
a unique colour, yeah. I do like the purple. Yeah. It is a unique coloured block. There's nothing else like it, so... I don't know, I feel like D... I mean, it's not great, but it's not shit. Like, as a block, it's good for building. Every block's kind of good for building, but if you're talking about, like, the purpose it serves in the game and how fucking annoying it is running into it in a strip mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. D. I can't say it's better than stone.
I can't say it's better than stone, but, like, yeah, I feel like D or C, yeah.
Yeah.
D for,
if this was
gravel,
if this was 13 years ago, there's D for gravel. Is that a new Stampy character?
Not D for gravel.
D for Lee. Yeah, if this was 13 years ago, gravel would be an F tier. Everyone hated this fucking thing. The Japa gravel texture just looks like this one with like the smooth paintbrush gone over it. Well, how far it goes. Oh.
Got some Indian for dinner. How fucking good's that?
Oh, what's his name?
Jamal. Wait, no, that's not an Indian name.
Hey, look, just like saplings, they're all the same, alright? Okay.
You're damn right. Alright, so I'm gonna be periodically eating some
Oh god. Speaking of India, guess where we stole all the gold from? Gold ore. Hey, look.
Gold ore.
Convenient.
Alright, gold ore. Okay, gold ore. I am a big fan of gold ore, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you give me that vibe. You seem like a gold digger.
Too bad your mum's not one. Wait.
No, she's a coal digger.
She yearns for the mines.
She does look like Jack Black.
Steve?
Her name is Steve.
Gold ore, I think it's probably my second favorite of the ores in this version.
I think I agree. It's a nice looking. I mean, yeah, it's.
I think good. Like I personally, I think when I see gold ore, I'm like I feel the most. Like I feel if there's anything that makes me feel nostalgic in beta Minecraft anymore, it's when I see gold ore in like the mines.
Right.
Like I'm mining for gold ore because I feel like you don't see it as much. Like you don't actively hunt for it as much as diamond and stuff. So like, but when you see it, you're like, oh hell yeah, gold. Like that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I just like it. It's just a good mix of yellow. Like
you could say you get the gold rush.
Also nice.
You get the gold
bush.
Get
the gold rush straight down to my. Anyway, what tier do you reckon it should be on?
So I think I'd put it in. I don't know. I mean, it's like it looks good, and you get gold from it, but you don't
really use it.
You don't.
Like you don't really use. I have to say though, anytime we have used it, like the sparing amount we have used it, it looks so good. Like when we used it in the like the railway to my base, like the cavey looking place, like it looks good when you use it, you know. But it's just like
you don't have to piston it all the way up the fucking ground either, which is
exactly.
Which is a good thing.
A plus.
Yeah.
That is plus. Yeah, I quite like it. Obviously, it doesn't have the utility. I mean, you can make powered rails, but you know they're something.
You can make a clock.
You can make a clock, so
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Like
You
they
make
don't
a
have
gold
much
block.
utility.
Gold tools. Who the fuck's making gold tools in beta?
Who's ever made
Retarded.
the only time I've ever made gold armor was to give it to you for a screenshot. That's the only time. It was the biggest waste of gold ever.
It literally is. The
and you lost all of it but the pants.
I killed myself and lost all of it but the fucking pants. And to be honest, I don't even know where the pants are, so I did technically just lose it all. I have no fucking clue where I put my gold fucking pants. So hey, look, there's all gone.
You did keep them for a long time, which was pretty nice though. But yeah, who makes gold tools? Like, it's the most useless. Like, gold is the most useless item in Minecraft. Yeah. Yet it looks like, I don't know. In a weird way, I kind of like that though, because when you flex with, I feel like flexing with all gold stuff is almost like in beta is almost more impressive. Like I don't know. It's kind of like if you're a king wearing a crown, like the queen or something wearing a crown. Like they wear the crown, but you know that the crown is fragile and expensive as hell. Yeah. So like
if they sneeze,
they wouldn't do anything in it, but
they're fucked. Their kingdom's in debt forever.
But they're wearing a sick crown, you know. Yeah. Like whereas like you know you look at diamond, you're like that's the peak of like what you can have. It's durable, it's whatever. Whereas like gold, it's like you're just flexing. You just
diamond comes across a bit like trying too hard. You want some good protection. Yeah. Gold, it's the color of piss. It's good. It's great. Golden.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Gold.
But back to the ore. Like I think the ore is pretty good. Like I would put it above. I'd put it above stone. Like.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's unique.
Like, in terms of
it's good for detailing.
It's very unique.
It's good. It's a good-looking block. It's kind of fucking useless, but it does look good. And
I feel like it's one of those. It's like the only time where it's like it's kind of useless, but it's very like when you see it being used, you notice, because it's cool. Like
it stands out.
It's used so rarely. It's one of those things that like, it's not like I don't know. It's not like a diamond block. Like a diamond block is never really used, and when you see it, you're like, oh, someone tried hard to get that diamond block.
Yeah. Or they just had spare diamonds because they don't fucking use them for anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a different kind of used sparingly, Yeah. Anyways, I think B is a good place to put it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Now, iron ore. Ooh.
Iron ore. I think. Well, okay. Iron ore is like the most useful.
It is.
Ore in the game.
It is the most useful. It looks fucking ugly.
It's the most useful. It does look fucking ugly.
It does look it's fucking ugly. The only good thing I've ever done with it is I put it in paths to kind of add a little detailing. Other than that, fucking useless for building. I'm sure you can find one niche way it could look good, but...
Yeah, like for building, not very viable. No. Obviously, tools and stuff, super useful. I think a positive for it, though, is similar to stone. You see a lot of stone, and you see a lot of iron.
Yeah.
But you don't really get sick of seeing it, like that because it's subtle.
You need
it's a bit more.
It's
a bit more subtle than gold, So like if it looked like gold and you saw it all the time, like I feel like it'd get a bit annoying to look at.
Yeah, but it's kind of very. It doesn't. It's not very bold. It's a very creamy kind of color. It's a very weird color. Actually.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I'd put it above stone.
Would you?
Because it's useful and
I guess so.
At least it looks. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends what you want, like at a building.
I'm sure it can be used in builds somewhere, but yeah, it's good to just mix in every now and then. It's not a pain in the ass to get. You don't have to fucking piston it. So it's just iron ore. It's a good. It's classic. It's a classic block. Yeah. Oak logs.
Oak logs. Before we go on to oak logs, can we hear from our sponsor, My Dinner? I am under the water, please help me.
Hey, I've actually got a problem with my computer right now. Could you ask the Indian to fix it for me?
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go and...
You want to open your system folder.
You want to open your computer and you want to pour a bunch of beans down it.
What you want to do is you want to open your computer and then send it to me. We will repair it over here in India. We have all the tools. I'm terrible at doing an Indian accent.
We will send it. Oh, that's funny considering the country you live in. Anyways,
we do Indians in other ways.
Minecraft, am I right? So
what does the Indian think? What does the Indian think of oak wood? It's very good.
It's very good. I like the color.
Reminds me of home and my family.
all right. For real though.
Yeah.
We should do
it. We should do a racism tier list.
Dude, this is like a racism tier list. Number 1, the boy Ryan. Number 2, Hitler. All right, so oak wood.
Oak
Thoughts?
wood. It's good. I like it. I feel like I use it for the top texture in floors more than I do for the sides. Like it kind of just serves its purpose. It looks like a tree. It's a lot better than the new wood texture.
100%. I think that can be said for all of the wood ones.
I think that could be said for pretty much every block. So, like,
I think that could be said for every block. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're actually right.
Apart from maybe birch leaves.
Apart from
like the
birch leaves.
No, new birch leaves are alright, I guess. Just having them be a little different from the oak. Guess it's alright. I don't really care though. Oak logs, they're fine. I think you do use them for the leaves to place around. Obviously, leaves can't.
I think oak is pretty good, and like again, it's another one of those like stock standard ones like for builds, like initial builds and things. Like I don't know, it's
easiest.
It's very it's very versatile. No, it's not. It's very versatile. I will argue that point. Very versatile. I think like it can be used like it works kind of with everything. I think.
It's easy to get in the fact that it's easy to get in the fact that you can like find oak trees more often than the others. But you always seem to never fucking have any. You always have to go out and get some because you use wood for fucking everything in this goddamn game.
Literally everything. Oh my god!
You always run out.
Don't even talk to me about fences, man.
the fuck! Oh my god! The fucking fences, Jesus.
All right, I think and like I think obviously the wood types. It's kind of funny that the wood types, if we talk about all three for a second, like birch, I think is the hardest to use in a build. Like it doesn't look as good in like it's a lot more niche to use, but it's the easiest to get. So you can use it for like because it doesn't look so good, you don't use it in builds. You can use it. It's easy to mine, so you can use it in all other things.
If you've got a chest with all three of these in, and you needed some wood planks, you choose the birch one because
100%. Every single time you choose the birch. Like I mine infinitely more birch than I mine anything else because I turn it into every other kind of wood that you need.
Literally.
And spruce. Well, we'll get to spruce, won't we? Anyway, where do we think oak goes?
I like oak. It's useful. It was actually a lot more useful before Netherrack was added because it used to be used as Netherrack. It would like not burn. You could say on fire and it just stayed on fire. Remember, like every lighthouse had oak in. It's good. I actually really like in beta that you can not place it sideways and shit because in modded it's so fucking annoying trying to build things.
Yeah, I find it very annoying. I find it annoying. Like they shouldn't have made it so you could place it sideways. They should have just added the 6-sided variant.
Literally.
They should have the up and down oak, the 6-sided, and that's it.
Yeah.
I find it so annoying in modern when that happens
pain in the ass trying to just build like a simple column sideways, and you have to jump down, or you have to place blocks under it to get it to face up or some shit.
It's almost like people complain about like back in older versions having to place like blocks under fences to place them. But this is like we're like regressing to that. I also find that like when what am I trying to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
what was I saying? I don't know. What was you saying?
Something similar to what you.
Well, you sounded like Mr. Burns right there. What the fuck?
Smithers, what is going on here?
I don't know what I did.
What was I thinking?
Look, I don't really do that many impressions.
Get back to eating a poo.
Okay, what was I saying? It can be used, yeah. Shit, man, I don't know. Anyway.
Am I recording? I am recording, good. Always gotta check. Always gotta check.
Do you expect that it just accidentally stops recording?
I expect it to just randomly crash or anything. It's happened once before, and now I'm infinitely paranoid for the rest of my life.
Valid. That is honestly valid. That is honestly valid. Damn, I had a good point about oak, but I forgot what it was. Oh well.
Great.
Yeah, great. It was something about it in modern. Oh, stripping it. I hate stripping it in modern.
Fuck yeah, stripping
I
it. You could just go
hate
around to
stripping
someone's
the
house
log.
and just accidentally click the fucking
Literally,
like
yeah.
open the door with holding an axe,
And
and
then
you accidentally click
and
the
then you have
fucking
to
thing.
go get another.
Yeah.
You have to go get another log from somewhere, like one log, and it's like, oh god.
I wish
yeah,
you could
I find
just
that
like
so annoying.
you could like fucking walk up to it with a wooden, I don't know, something stupid, like walk up to it with a wooden plank and no, because then you can't build it.
Well,
I don't know, maybe
well,
if you
thinking,
shared it and you could put the oak logs like back to
Well, yeah.
normal. I don't know, something.
What if you shared it? What if you shared it and got some bark, and then you could just be like, oh shit, and then you just put the bark back on.
Yeah, it's just, it's just something, yeah. Such a useless fucking addition. This is how we fixed the mistake. We had one more thing to redo the
more
fucking
unnecessary
thing.
things.
Yeah.
All right. So where do we think oak in beta goes?
Oak in beta.
Very useful.
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, it's probably A or B, right?
A or B.
It's good. It's good for building. It's good for detailing, I'd say. And you need it for the leaves because leaves can't be placed on their own.
It is pretty useful.
I like that the top texture is really nice. And the don't about the top texture is like it's the same on all of them.
Yeah.
Specifically birch, because again, birch is the one you don't give a fuck about.
You just have the most of.
If you make a floor and you want the top log, I always use birch. In fact, I actually draw faces in it sometimes. So if we ever
I know.
world,
So you update. Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
So yeah,
right.
if you like load up an old world in modern and then you can see like the floor's got some birch wood in it, you know they just got lazy and they were like, you know what,
lazy, yeah.
They didn't care. So yeah, I'd say B or A. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think A. Honestly,
A. Okay.
I think A is a good place for it. Like it's a pretty good block.
All right, now I've been editing this for about 4 weeks now, and Blair's waiting for me to upload it because he's got the item tier list video coming out. This needs to come first. So from now on, I ain't gonna really bother with any of the fancy editing shit. I will cut parts out that are boring, and you can listen to this as like a podcast. But all the shit on the screen, I probably won't bother with unless it's really funny. So yeah, I need this shit out. I'm done putting effort in. Anyway, yeah, back to the video. I'm kind of the same with spruce wood. Like it's basically the same as. I think I like the look of spruce wood more. I definitely use it a lot more in builds because it goes really well with white wool and 100%.
I think spruce wood looks the best. I think it's the best looking one, and it goes with. Yeah. I think like oak can go with everything, but spruce like takes that to another level and makes it look like more impressive, you know. And the fact that you like. I absolutely hate collecting it. Like it is the most painful of the.
You have to when you can't reach the one right at the fucking top of the goddamn tree.
At the top,
you have to build up.
Sometimes you have to pillar up like twice. You have to pillar up twice, and you're like, oh god. And you have to mine through the leaves to get to the next one every single time.
Yeah.
Pretty annoying. But it like I think in that way it also makes like it that also helps it become more impressive as well because you know that it's a pain in the ass to get. So when you see
it's always
it,
the one I have the least of. Because you can find birch and oak together usually in the same biomes.
Yeah.
You have to, unless you live in a snow biome, you have to go out your way to get spruce, unless you grow your own, obviously. Yeah.
When I'm in a snow biome, I never mind the spruce trees anyway because they're like they're a pain to mine and I can't be bothered, and they look good. Exactly.
They're a pain in the mine. Pain in the mine.
Pain in the mine. Mine 1001.
Hey guys, what's up, eh? You know, I think spruce goes in F.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Sprucer.
I think it goes in A with oak, although I do like it more than oak.
You reckon?
Yeah. I mean, it could go in. It's probably an S tier. Like, once spruce was added to the game, I noticed that nobody used oak logs for builds anymore.
Oak, yeah, that is true.
Like, if you look at, like, pre-spruce, everything was, like, these 3 blocks. But after spruce, everything was these 3 blocks. I always used to use it once it was added instead of oak. It's just nice because it's darker. It's got a nice dark wood color. It makes everything else stand out more. This is like definitely a bit washed out, kind of in comparison.
I think spruce like kind of deserves to be an S personally.
Okay.
Like, I think it looks good, and it is a pain to get, but it looks good.
And in modern, I do actually like the
wood variant.
Yeah, I do actually quite like that.
I think the whole spruce set in modern is like the best of the tree types.
Yeah, I agree actually. Yeah.
We're gonna do a
nice.
modern version. We're gonna do a modern version.
Oh,
of
we'll be here hours, but I'll do that for your channel. You do mods,
every single one. It looks like shit.
That would be it. We would be like, it used to look better, but we could maybe do that. Like I do the beta blocks, you do the modern blocks, then you do the beta tools, I do the modern tools. God, no one's watching the modern tools. No one's watching the modern tools on.
No one's watching the modern tools on.
What the fuck? The Tattooist of Auschwitz? Band of Brothers? Why is there just a bunch of stories of war shit on here?
Dude, you're getting the weirdest ads.
I really am.
That's strange. I'm gonna have a little bit of curry.
Hello. Do they have chickens in India? I guess so. I like the idea of like the Indian food in each country isn't actually properly Indian food. Like, say in your country it was just like fucking, I don't know, kangaroo curry. It's like, they don't have kangaroos in India, and over here it's, I don't know, fucking pork sauce.
Potatoes.
Potatoes and fucking green beans and eggs. Yeah, we're in Indian right now. It's like, that's not Indian food. Indians eat the Indians don't have food. If you want an actual Indian takeaway, you get a plate of fucking sand. Like,
plate of dirt and some actual
and
trash
you eat it
from
with
the
a
garbage.
fucking twig. Yeah, you get a
You're honestly, you're probably eating your dead uncle.
Yeah, you get an urn, you just tip it on a plate and snort it with a straw. That's what you do if you want a proper Indian. Anyone who's no, they don't have YouTube in India. Anyway, birchwood. Now, when this block was first added to the game, I thought it was the ugliest piece of shit I'd ever seen, and I was like kind of stupid as a kid and still am. I didn't know what birch trees were in real life, so I was really confused with like if you've never seen a birch tree before, then seeing this in Minecraft was really fucking confusing. I remember asking my dad what it was.
Like, what is it supposed to be?
What is this shit?
It
looks like a zebra.
Obviously, the texture is very different. So, interestingly, like in Australia, I feel like a lot more trees. I mean, it depends where you live.
I guess so.
Like, a lot more trees where I live are like, a lot of them are like eucalyptus trees, which have a lot more of this kind of texture than the standard, just like, but like bark on a oak tree or something,
Yeah.
So like, to me, this is a lot more familiar, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I would honestly prefer eucalyptus trees because they're way more interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I think birch gets a hard rap. I think it's not as bad as everyone says.
I think it looks like shit, but like birch trees in real life aren't the prettiest things. It's got the gravel problem where, I mean, I guess I like this texture a lot more than the Jappa one, obviously. The Jappa one just looks blurred again. The black's like smudged into the white on it. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
But it has the gravel problem where birch trees don't look pretty, and you can't really make a pretty version of a birch tree because it's a fucking birch tree.
I don't know. I mean, I built those trees in the
I guess so.
In the desert that I have. Like that's the one time. Sorry.
Those look quite good.
Yeah, I think that
those look shit.
Honestly,
what are you on about?
Fuck you. That honestly, like, I was pretty surprised how much I actually liked those trees. But that's like I think those are the only time I'd be able to build a nice birch tree. Like when it's in a desert and it makes sense. Like, and it's like in that scenario. Any other time I wouldn't be able to make put a birch tree anywhere. I wouldn't choose to put a birch tree down. I like when people build like small birch trees, like like mini birch trees, kind of like what we have in the shopping area. But like other than that, like and as used as a tree, and like it's, I don't know, it's not used too much in builds.
No,
its best property is the fact that it's easy to get.
Yeah,
and it can be used for everything. Like
right.
But I think if we're rating like aesthetically, it's probably lower now.
Yeah, I mean, it's because it looks so unique. It's a good block to blend with snow in builds and white wall. I definitely like merge it with them sometimes.
I do like blending the birch wood with white wool is really good.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I did in my tree and it looks so good.
Yeah. Also, because it's like brighter, when I do like sandstone builds and have leaves on it, I definitely use the birch behind the leaves because it doesn't like stand out as much as like the dark brown next to the sandstone. So it's like it's got some unique properties.
Quite a bit of utility.
Yeah, but it's just not.
It does serve its purpose pretty well, actually.
Yeah, It's the underdog.
Like, it does have a purpose. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't say it's lower than C. Like, I'd say it's probably like C.
Yeah, I'll put it C. Yeah, C sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, C.
Cool.
I do quite like again in modern. I do like the birch planks. Although I rarely see anyone fucking using them for anything.
Yeah, they don't get used too much.
Yeah, birch forests are ugly though. Anyway, leaves.
Yeah. They need to revamp leaves.
Oak leaves.
Now onto leaves.
Yeah.
Oak leaves. Absolutely love oak leaves when they're
oak leaves are the best leaves.
In the proper forest.
Right.
When they're in an actual
oh yeah,
forest,
they're in the green forest.
Absolutely
they look great.
stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look so good. Like greatest color. Like I don't know if you've been to Mr. Saturday's New Helen, but it is the best. Like that area, that whole area is just the bright green, and it's a huge area of it, and it's the best color of grass and leaves like ever.
Yeah,
it's so good. And that is absolutely dope. And like that's modern. That's all of Minecraft. I think like they nailed that color, and when it got changed or like lost, like it's stupid. Like there's nothing like that now. Like it's so good.
It's a shame. Yeah, I really like the texture as well. The new Jappa texture of leaves isn't awful. I think it's actually one of the only blocks that doesn't look like complete shit. But it's a bit too like big and distract. Like the leaves are fucking huge.
It's quite distracting. Yeah,
they look like stupid. They look like a 4-year-old drum.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I do like.
I do think. Yeah, I do think oak leaves are high praise.
I think I'd put them in like S tier, honestly, or A or S.
Yeah,
they're really good for building. There's like it's the leaf block you choose usually.
Like honestly, I think it's always the leaf block you choose.
Yeah,
and it looks good. Like it looks good anywhere you kind of put it, or like usually.
Yeah, even in desert biomes, it looks pretty good. Even that color's alright, but it's at its best when it's in the nice green forests.
100%. I'm happy with either A or S. Honestly,
I'd put it in A because it doesn't have much more use than getting saplings and decorated.
that's true. That's true. And it is a little annoying to decorate with.
Because you have to put it next to the logs, which
you have to put it.
Sometimes is cool, and a lot of the time it's kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah, it can be a little bit like it can stop you a little bit from wanting to like actually build with leaves. Like you avoid it sometimes.
Oh yeah. They had like a whole there was like
I love the last block.
Do you?
The way
that's pretty gay.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I love the way he uses leaves. Like he's so good with them.
Yeah, he puts them over his genitals, right?
Yeah.
No, I like there was like leaves. Notch had a problem with like adding leaves to the game for fucking ages. Like the decay on them, where he like fucked it up for like at least like a year of updates. It's kind of hilarious looking back at the change logs. It's like added leaf decay, removed leaf
I've
decay.
seen the change logs. Yeah, it's always there's always an issue with them somehow.
Like in alpha, the leaves just sometimes just would not fucking disappear, and you got like infinite leaves, which is pretty cool. But you had to kind of it was like a look of the draw whether or not they stayed or not. So you had to keep planting trees to try get them to stay on the wall and shit.
But then there was other times where like they would just like you would update to a new version, and then like they would just start decaying if you like updated them at all. You know?
Yeah. And then they, like, for some reason, they just turned into fucking birch leaves or spruce leaves randomly in your trees.
Yeah,
and shit. Like, what the fuck goes on with? I don't even know what that shit's
How did that even happen?
It does look quite cool though, but like it's fucking weird as fuck.
You can tell a world is old if that's happened.
Yeah, if it's got like a mix of birch leaves. Hey, the worst leaves. No one uses these fucking leaves. They look shit no matter where you put them. Worst color of leaves. They're the same color as birch leaves in the worst in oak leaves in the worst biome. Birch leaves suck.
The only time I ever really use them is as like some kind of a shadow on like a tree that I'm building. Like I'll put them in as a shadow. Otherwise, like when I'm back to my birch trees, like I just used oak leaves because why would you use birch leaves?
No, I have to go on my way to get birch leaves because I never fucking chop any down either.
I never get them.
Decay. It's just they're shit. They're I guess if you want to make a birch looking like coloured tree, used for that. Yeah. Otherwise,
I don't think I ever
shit.
really use them.
No, I don't know where they would go. It's worse than gravel, easily worse than gravel.
Yeah, 100%.
It's probably honestly, F maybe.
I just put them in F. Like,
fuck
why
them.
not?
Fuck them. Fuck the birches.
Worse than an oak sapling.
Literally worse than the oak sapling. I would rather add oak saplings around my world than birch leaves. Birch leaves suck.
Honestly, valid. That is fair. I'd add birch saplings and oak saplings before I add birch leaves for sure.
Yeah.
Spruce leaves, on the other hand,
spruce
quite
leaf.
good. I like that they're a different texture, and I like that they're dark. Like, they're a good, like, I think oak leaves and spruce leaves, like, put together, like, they look good. You know, they help each other out. Like,
they are really nice.
Well.
Yeah, I swear, if I would have slapped Notch's bald fat head so hard if he just took the fucking oak texture and made it this green,
made it
the
this
fucking
dark,
spruce leaves, I would have slapped his stupid fucking head so goddamn
it would have
hard.
looked so much worse.
Yeah, I'm glad he actually like bothered with a new
texture.
texture.
To make a new texture.
Even though it does,
for sure.
On this it looks kind of weird, but in game it doesn't look shit.
In game it looks good.
I really like it.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously not as good as the oak and versatile as the oak, but it's still pretty good. Like I would put it.
It's like the secondary to it. I'd put it in maybe B or C.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like a C.
Yeah.
C or B. Yeah.
I rarely use it, but when I do use it, it's like used well.
You know what I mean?
Like
good,
it's
you got, I mean,
especially if you use it in a snow biome. It looks pretty like it just works, as Todd Howard said. Yeah.
All right, I think C is okay. Like B or C.
Yeah, B or C. Any of them. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's good for what it is. You know, it's another leaf type that's just darker. Yeah. And it doesn't look like shit like the birch leaves. Fuck you, birch leaves.
Yeah.
Grass? I almost said glass. Hey, glass. Now, how good would glass be at blowjobs?
It would be... I mean, it depends. It would be pretty smooth, but like if you're too rough, it would be painful.
Yeah, I feel like it would bite a bit. Teethy head.
That being said, absolute W's block.
Oh yeah.
Top tier.
I'm gonna put this
Glass
in
is an absolute
S
tier for sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
There's some haters for the old glass, and even back in beta there were haters. People don't like the fact that there's lines on it. I actually do really like them because I feel like this block more than the Jappa one looks like a fishbowl. And
it does look a bit like a fishbowl, yeah.
This glass is like incredibly universal for different kind of builds. Like you could use this glass in a modern mansion and a medieval house.
Yeah,
and it looks
exactly.
Good.
Yeah,
with the Jappa glass,
it's a very good middle ground between like all kinds of glass. You know, whereas the Jappa ones are like very specific.
Yeah, I get that some
like,
people
it's like the only like a window you could only find in like a modern house.
Exactly. Yeah, like the Jappa texture, unless you're building a fucking submarine. It looks shit, and plus with the Jappa one, it doesn't look very good in like a massive window wall. It looks too like squared.
It's so grid. Like it looks like a grid.
Yeah,
it looks like you're playing. It looks like you're playing
PvP
like tic-tac-toe or something.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like you're playing tic-tac-toe, whereas this like it all becomes one thing. You know?
And that's because of the lines in it. It like flattens it out a bit when it's like all next to each other. I do get why some people don't like the lines, but just look past them. Like just fucking look past them. Do you have OCD? Look past them.
Like I have to say, there are some times where it's like it does feel like it obstructs the view, but at the same time, like you can look past them. Like
I think
I like it.
Nostalgia's probably talking a little bit for me, but like whenever anyone adds glass, like giant glass things in their house, it just like I don't know, it just looks good.
Looks so good.
Like you can't go wrong with just adding glass. Like even a house built of glass looks good. Like you could do anything with it. And it's like
a glass house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
don't throw stones in it. Don't throw stones.
I totally agree though. Like I think it's very.
Yeah, I'll put it in an S tier.
I'd put it in S tier. I agree.
I like how like bold it is as well. Like it just like stands out in builds. It doesn't look boring. Sure. Like if it was just an invisible block, like if it was like do you know how the tainted glass or tainted, tinted glass it doesn't really stand out. It looks kind of boring. I like how bold honestly, the corners are on this.
A lot of the dyed like glass types, they're all a little bit washed out. A lot of them, like they're all like kind of bland and washed out. Like I always find myself just using like the default glass. Like I never really use like the dyed ones. Even like you know pre Jappa, like it was like kind of uncommon.
Like the only ones I would use is probably like blue or black.
Blue,
for very specific
blue
purposes.
Or black, yeah. Maybe red. Sometimes.
Maybe red, yeah. But like the greens look fucking awful. Yellow stained glass, awful. Orange stained glass, shit. Like no.
Who uses any of the pink ones? Like
fuck no, they're all shit. They were really cool on I think it was on console edition where you could actually like change the beacon color and like combine colors with the beacon. That was cool. I don't think that's in Java.
I think you can do that in Java. I don't think you can combine.
No.
I think it just takes the last Like it changes color, and then like whatever's the last one, and like that's what the rest of the beam will be. You know,
that's not as good.
So maybe that's changed. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but yeah,
Anyway.
I think it's I like glass. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. All right,
Now,
on to Kelphone.
Kelphone, he's dead.
Kelphone.
Rest in peace, everyone.
Rest in peace.
Lapis block.
Lapis.
I think this is like actually one of the most I think this is one of the best looking blocks in the game, and it's never looked as good since. Yeah, I never use it for building. I don't even fucking own any, I don't think. But just looking at it, it looks really nice. It just looks nice. I just never use it.
Yeah, I think I agree that it never looked better after this.
Yeah.
But I just like there's no use for this block. Like it never
not,
fits. It never fits anywhere in beta. That's the hard thing. Like
Yeah.
even next to like blue wool, it doesn't fit.
It
Like
stands out.
It stands out. Yeah, it stands
like
out
one
so
of those,
much.
It's one of those like unfortunate things where it looks so much like what it's supposed to that you can't really use it for anything else. Like it just looks like a lapis block. I feel like most of the blocks, like the diamond one, has that as well, kind of little.
Like I can agree, it looks really good, but it doesn't really fit with the diamond and gold.
No.
And iron, like it doesn't fit like as a fourth one of those sort of thing, kind of like emerald is.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's always just kind of weirdly on its own.
It looks so much like lapis that unless you're building something purposely like lapis, like I think I used it in my geode, like a lapis geode in my blacksmith.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like a geode.
It works there because it's lapis being lapis.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't really like it. Never really works for anything else. Like obviously, Kelphone uses it in his shrine things, where it's a lapis shrine.
That's it. Just where it's a lapis, it is what it is. You know, I think the only time it isn't what it is if it's in like pixel art, and then it's just blended. Like it's it's so in like an image. You know, like. Yeah.
I think texture-wise it's really nice, but again, if you put it in like multiple of them, it looks stupid because it doesn't really blend well with others.
Yeah.
I do really like it, but yeah, it's not useful for anything. I don't think I'm ever going to use it again. You said it. It's good, but shit. It's so lapis that it's just lapis. It's just a lapis block.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think I'd put it in D.
Yeah, D. It's good
it's not
texture
better
like the
than
gravel, but it's just fucking there, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Dispensers.
Dispenser.
Hang on a minute. In beta, it does have the top.
In
though,
beta,
right?
it has. Yeah, I was just about to say it has the top block. It has the
Weird.
top part. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So ignore
so
that.
I don't know who
beta,
made this, but
you have made this. Ava, fuck you, Ava.
That was so quick.
I'm recording good. I'm recording good.
All right, Dispenser, very epic block.
Nice hole, good for blowjob.
Very, for real. This would be a good machine for
machine. Yeah. You just turn it on.
I do love dispensers. My only annoyance with them in beta is that they don't dispense minecarts onto rails.
Oh right, yeah.
That's my biggest annoyance, because like it would be so nice to be able to automate just like that be the one automated thing you could do. Is like press a button, bang, or like minecarts on your rail.
Does it shoot water out in beta, or does it give you the fucking bucket?
It just shoots the bucket. All of that stuff was added later. Like
right,
which I like that. I wish it could. I wish it could do that, but it doesn't.
Doesn't the dropper drop the water buckets?
So droppers drop water buckets.
They basically added the dropper to do the old dispenser.
Because they changed. Yeah, they changed the functionality of dispensers.
Right.
So that they actually like interact with things and make things happen.
Dispensers are right. It's used. I feel like
I use it all the time.
It's a good use.
Like
you can't
rails.
Yeah, if you didn't have dispensers, you'd be fucked doing a lot of things.
Yeah,
in like adventure maps and stuff, especially.
Yeah,
it changed the game.
Yeah, I do like that they are like redstone compatible. Like they're good for traps. Like that is actually one thing. That is one thing they do in beta is they shoot arrows, which is I think possibly the reason they were added was like for that like trap mechanic.
Yeah, I feel like Notch was like, we need something to shoot arrows, and then added the dispenser, and then it
just drops everything else. I think that's probably the case. And like, I mean, I used it in the pumpkin haunted house thing.
Yeah, the Arkham side and shit,
which
whatever.
worked pretty well. So I do like that. Like, it is pretty cool, and it's a pretty unique looking block. I mean, it's got mostly just the furnace textures except for the face.
Yeah.
But,
I'd never use it for building,
it works
but
heads and tails.
it works. Yeah,
it's too expensive for buildings. Absolute bitch and a half to craft.
Yeah.
Worst crafting recipe ever. Literally up until today, like, it's only just become okay because you can now auto craft. But,
oh yeah.
like
yeah,
literally before the auto crafter came out, I think this year. The dispenser worst block ever to craft ever.
Because you couldn't use a half broken bow or anything. It had to be a fucking full on complete bow.
Had to be a full brand new bow. Like,
and it's the one crafting recipe I always forgot how to make, but like I'd figure it out because it's not like too hard to like figure out. But it's just like you always forget. No one new playing the game would be like, oh yeah, it uses a bow. Although it kind of makes sense. It's just like
it kind of makes sense.
You just wouldn't think of that.
Like, you wouldn't think that.
There's no other like block where you. I don't think there's any other block where you place like a item like sword in the middle or anything. It's just so
not really.
I don't know. It serves its purpose, and without it, you'd be kind of fucked in a lot of ways. But I never use it for building.
I think it's another. I don't know.
I
think it's. I mean, I definitely think it's cooler than gravel. Like, in terms of like, it's like cooler. So I don't know. I feel like I'd put it in C. Like, it's a cool. Yeah. It's a cool block.
It is a cool block,
but it's not very useful.
No.
Like, I mean, it's not very.
It has its uses that dispenses shit.
Yeah.
Well, some shit. Yeah. Sometimes it dispenses shit too well, where it doesn't do what you want. Like it doesn't fire water out or anything.
I have to say, I did make a big popcorn dispenser at my base. And
yeah,
that's
you did.
Pretty fun.
That is pretty.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, some good shit. Anything with redstone's pretty good. Like, there's nothing that sucks with redstone. I feel, even in modern. I mean, maybe the target
is true.
block. It's like you can do something.
I even kind of like the target block.
You don't use it as a target block. You use it because it like doesn't it like change signals or some shit? It keeps like I can't remember. I think
I actually haven't really used it that much, but I think it has something to do with the way like it can block redstone like lines and like change the redstone lines. Maybe I'm not sure. Actually,
it's some shit like that.
I think it's something like that.
Sandstone. What do you think of sandstone?
I think I'm eating some curry.
What does the Indian think of sandstone?
Well, it reminds me of home.
I don't know. It's really hard to. I feel like there should be more sandstone type blocks because like it's okay, but I don't know. It has like the line on the top, and the color's a bit too bright. I feel like if it was like a little darker than sand, you could do some good blending with it.
Yeah, if it was, I see what you're saying there. Yeah. I don't know. I quite like sandstone. I think it's like annoyingly expensive to craft.
Yes.
It's like it doesn't feel like it should be, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
Like 4 stacks of sand makes 1 stack of sandstone. Like,
yeah, literally.
I don't know. I quite like sandstone, and to me like it's a pretty good building block. It
is. Yeah.
It is a bit specific. It does. I mean, the way you built with it. At like my base, like it contrasts the old cobblestone really well. I think. It
does, yeah.
So like they go quite well together. It's another one of those blocks that kind of can work with everything. Like it's a bit of a blank slate block, like that you can kind of work with everything.
I like the top's different to it as well. Like if the top was the shitty like side thing, well, not shitty, but like if the. Actually, no. I feel like I could use the.
I could use like if it was kind of more like cobblestone, like it feels like a variant of cobblestone almost. Like,
I feel like that would actually be more useful than the smooth, because like the top already looks just like fucking sand, actually. So
yeah, honestly, there's never a time where I like to have sandstone as like a floor or anything like that. I always use it as like the walls of.
But you could make like a great looking path out of this side texture.
Yeah.
If they just got rid of that, missed opportunity. If they just got rid of that like line there,
it'd be cool if the slab variant had like, because it would be like sandstone cut in half. If the slab was like had.
If you could make like the crash slabs version of sandstone,
that'd
be pretty fucking cool actually.
That'd be pretty cool. All right, so where do you think sandstone goes?
I mean, as much as I talk shit about it, we both got villagers pretty much entirely made out of the fucking thing, so
we can't hate it too much.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty useful.
It just looks good.
It's it's a sand you can actually build out of because it don't fall when you do anything with. So maybe like an A.
Honestly, I think an A. Yeah. I think an A tier.
It's sandstone. You don't use it for anything other than building. You have to go out your way to get it for building. If you weren't a builder, I don't think you would ever fucking use it for anything.
No, so, definitely not.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's sandstone A.
Yeah.
No block.
No block. I like the no block.
I do like the
am
note
a
block.
big fan. It's one of those things that I would like. It's one of those things still left in Minecraft for me that is like kind of intimidating in that
Right.
like, especially in beta where like it's harder to have any indicator. Like I'm not very musically inclined. Like I don't
Nope.
know,
Me
I don't know the notes off by heart or anything. Like I don't know the order of notes or whatever. So like when I look at a note block, because like and like right click it and stuff, I'm like I don't know what's what.
Mhm.
But I do love that. I do love the idea of making like songs with it. Like I have messed around with songs and things
Oh yeah.
in modern with it, where it's like basically exactly the same. I like that if you put different blocks under it, like it makes different sounds.
That is really cool. I will say though,
good idea.
like, why the fuck doesn't amethyst make a different noise on the note block? When you put the note block on an amethyst block, it should make like the. Do you know when you like walk an amethyst? It should make that noise.
Yeah,
but
it should
notes.
make
Like,
it should make
why
like a chime like
why,
that. Yeah.
I was like, when I tested it, I was like, why the fuck doesn't this do this? How did like no one at
I
Mojang
didn't know
think that a note block on top would be like they gotta fix that shit.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion actually.
Yeah, that is.
I kind of like that
They got to do that. I do. Yeah, in beta, it's a shame that it doesn't have all the like like you can't get like the banjo noise and stuff by putting it on like I don't know Soul Sand or whatever like version. I don't know. Maybe you put it on Pumpkin in beta because I know if you put it, I think it's on like Hay, right? You get the banjo in modern.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I do really like that.
I
Yeah, I think
and
I even like the texture. It's good for building.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The texture's cool. It's like it works really well with all the woods. Like
Yeah.
it's a cool like variation of wood.
You can use it as a
which I really like.
chessboard. You can use it as speakers. You can use it as
a like a
cheese
piano,
grater,
like
a piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use it for all kinds of.
I think
It's like a
it's
very
actually
unique
a very
dark
good
brown
one.
as well.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think honestly like A tier.
Yeah, it's good for builds. Like I put like the church music underneath my church when you walk in. Like that's stuff like that's pretty cool. It is annoying how in
feel like
beta you have to have a repeater going into it though, but still it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. I do like, and I don't. It's also a bit annoying that you can't take up like redstone out of it as well.
Yeah,
I do, and it is also annoying that it is quite expensive to make. It's another one of those blocks that
oh my god, you
it's
gotta make
expensive, so
the
you
amount
use
of
it
fucking wood
sparingly.
you gotta use to make a stack
So
of it
much
is
wood.
retarded.
Yeah, well, you need 8 stacks of wood to make one stack of, and
To
you
make
need one
half
stack
of a
of redstone
fucking song.
as well. Yeah, like it's a lot, So like it is like used a bit more sparingly as well. So yeah,
definitely a good block though. Like it's
100%.
Oh god, we've got to talk about the boring shit like rails.
Rails.
Yeah, powered rails. Yeah, cool. Activator rails. Guess they're cool.
Look,
Never fucking use them though.
Powered rails, like they're cool. Sometimes I wish they were faster, but
True,
I think in beta they work. They definitely should have been updated, for the modern game. In beta, I think in beta everything is much more balanced, whereas in modern, like a lot of things are just useless.
Yeah, because the elytra just totally fucked.
Yeah,
like it's like when cars were introduced and suddenly horses and carriages were
horses
gone.
were useless.
Like, as soon as the elytra got added and like sprinted, minecart slowly, the stock in minecart slowly just tanked. Nobody was investing in that shit anymore.
Yeah, I do like powered rails in that like, you do get less, but and they are more expensive. But I don't know, it makes you, I don't know. It makes you be more cautious about them. Makes you think about how you need to budget your railway a bit. Like you want to spread everything out. Like make sure that there's 32 blocks between powered rails and stuff like that to keep it at full pace. Like it's kind of cool in that way. I have to say though, like after building like so many kind of railways, I wish they were less expensive. I wish you got 12, rather than like the 6.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying that they can't turn around corners either, but I guess it kind of
that
makes
is
sense.
true.
You kind of gotta time it right. Yeah,
I do find that annoying though, because with my rail I just built around the Christmas area, I had to do some annoying stuff to make it work. Because in beta, your momentum is slowed when you turn corners, so you have to put powered rails basically on each end of a corner. It's a bit annoying.
Right, yeah. I do
cool looking texture though.
Like when
like the way
they're
it looks.
not in alpha, so in my alpha world, whenever you do a rail thing, you have to do one of those weird things where the minecart hits another minecart and boosts. Like I kind of like that. That was a cool
I like that too.
Accidental mechanic, but it is handy that these are in the game. I feel like minecart tracks on their own, without the power rails, are like pretty much fucking almost useless. Like you can't really make a rail with just the rails. You need these. Activator rails you don't really need, but I guess if you want them, I don't fucking know.
So, like powered rails, Where would you put them?
I don't know. They do what I'll probably see.
They do their job. They
they do their job.
Activator rails, like I've used them barely ever. Like the only activator rails are useful for like making pistons do stuff. Other than that, like they don't really like. What do you do? What do you use them for? Some people are stupid and use them for activating powered rails, which is really dumb.
That is really dumb. Just put a fucking torch under it, or
not even a torch. Just put a lever somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
just anything. Yeah.
Like, the only time I can understand that is if it's like a one long bridge, you know, and it's suspended or something. Like, at least you do have the option, but yeah, it's not very useful. So
yeah, I will say it's probably the best one to build with though. Like just the circle in the middle, you can make like cool computer things, like looking things. That is true. It's nice.
I do forget about it often though.
Annoying that it doesn't turn, but I don't know how they would texture a turned one with the thing in the middle. Yeah, I'd probably like D or A. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made them in beta because I just don't need them. It's just
I've made them like once or twice. Yeah.
Sticky piston.
Yeah, I think E works. Sticky piston and piston, best blocks in the game.
They are pretty fucking good.
The absolute best. These are my undeniably best blocks in the game.
They added
look great.
So much to the game.
They add so much intentionally and unintentionally.
Oh yeah.
They are the greatest blocks in the game. They're going, for me, they're S tier, no doubt. Like good to build with. They have all the glitches associated with them. They are useful in every way. Like sick.
Yeah,
100%. Best blocks in the game.
Like as someone who played Alpha a lot and which doesn't have pistons, it was like without pistons and repeaters, Redstone in Minecraft is like very
so boring.
Like you can open doors with it and literally that's it. But pistons added so much. Like you can do like shitloads.
You can do farms all of a sudden. You know, you can do automatic farms like sugarcane farms and stuff. Like
you do elevators. It's definitely best block in the game. It's good for decorating. It's good for everything. You can like glitch it out. You can make glitch fucking pistons. You can get the piston fucking head.
Well, with pistons you can update suppress. Like you can do all these things that you literally couldn't do otherwise. Like it is absolutely the coolest block.
You can piston ores up, which you couldn't do before. Like, you couldn't make anything with diamond ore in alpha.
You can actually build with ice without killing yourself by waiting for it to, by taking a million years. It's absolutely my favorite blocks in the game.
You can X-ray with it. You can do everything.
Even modern, these blocks are my favorite. Like they don't look as good obviously, but like they still hold up. Like they are so great, apart from when they for some reason thought it was a good idea to change the sound briefly and then they changed it back. Thank God. That was really crazy.
That sounded like wet shit. I don't know why they did that.
So bad.
Why they changed that?
Who decided that? That was crazy. I'm glad they changed it back though.
Yeah, that is.
And they sound great. They make things mechanical. Like
I love them. The mechanical noise is so fucking like handy for even like just builds. Like having them in like if you build a factory and just having these in the background constantly going.
Well, you've got I mean perfect example. My train, you have a switch, you turn it on. It's got a cycle where it sounds like the train's going. Like it's sick.
It's pretty good.
Best blocks in the game by far.
Definitely. I will say one thing. It's not even. It would actually be shit if they added this. But when there was a mod with pistons that inspired Notch to add them, and that mod had like the ability for it to like fling blocks around, like bounce them. I think in modern the sticky piston should be changed to the honey piston. Because slime isn't, like, in Minecraft, isn't sticky, it's bouncy. They should have honey piston that, like, sticks blocks, and then they should have a slime piston, or, like, bouncy piston, which bounces, like, gravel in the air and bounces you around. I think that should be something they change.
Can't you do that with gravel, like, using slime blocks? Like if you put a slime block on a piston, I think you can bounce.
I guess you could, but like
around.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it's fucking useless then. But yeah, like in the mod that
I understand what
inspired
you're
these,
saying though.
Yeah, like the mod that inspired these, like it was really fucking cool that the things you can make, like you could just bounce like blocks around.
Yeah.
And that wasn't added with these, which is a good thing because a lot of shit won't be possible. But I would quite like that feature still. But yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Definitely best blocks. Right. White wall. Oh
right.
God,
Before we get on to all of the walls, let me have some food.
Okay.
Yeah. All the walls.
All the walls. All the fucking walls.
So I think this is just a favorite color contest.
Pretty much.
Than, like its usefulness. Like
I guess you could.
I mean,
take in rarity maybe, but.
Oh yeah, rarity into account. Oh yeah, I guess that's fair.
But yeah, it is kind of just what's your favorite color.
It is kind of just what's your favorite color. I mean, white wool, stock standard, real
Stock
good.
standard. Where do we put these? Like just B,
Honestly,
maybe? B or A?
Honestly, white wool, yeah, B, I think works.
B works.
Orange can go down.
Orange, never really use
I'm not
it.
a fan of orange.
Unless you make it Monster's face on Mount Betamore, never use it. Maybe I'll put this in D, maybe.
D? Okay.
Kind of. It's not even a good coloured orange. Like, it's
I'd
alright.
put it down to E, honestly. I don't
E?
really,
Okay, yeah.
use it.
It's pretty shit. It's a pretty shit orange.
Pink?
Magenta?
Oh, wait,
no, it's magenta, right. Magenta, I actually really like magenta. I'd put that in B.
It is a good looking...
I'd put that with white wall. Yeah, very nice. The light blue wall, again, I'd probably put this in A or B.
Yeah,
I really like the light blue.
I think it goes in B. Like, I think it's not as good as white, but...
No, okay. Yellow, shit colour yellow, but it's, you know, it's yellow.
I think it would be a C.
C, yeah. I do like the lime green wall.
I like the lime green. I like how vibrant it is.
Yeah, I'll put that in B then. Pink.
Honestly, I think white wool could go up even to A.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Like it's pretty useful, and like you can dye it into all of these colors. So
it's still the one you're actually going to use for making shit, because you're not going to waste wool and beta for you can't make a pink bed, so you're just going to use white wool for everything, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You can also it's the only one you can actually make out of string. I mean, you can all these you got to dye shit for. Pink wool, technically the rarest, kind of naturally, obviously a pink sheet.
Naturally, you can
But you can just make it.
You can make pink dye pretty easy.
Does require lapis and fucking red dye, but it's a pain in the ass to make. It's fine though. I quite like it. See?
Oh, you like it? Okay, yeah.
It's alright. It is the only wall you can do the fucking update suppression shit right there.
That is true. Bring it up. B. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I didn't even think about that. That's a great idea.
Grey, just dark grey.
Dark grey, I don't like as much. Like, I mean, it's not like it's just not black. Like,
it's a bit flat. It's just not black. I'll put it in maybe D. It's not
put
as shit as orange, but it's not
Yeah.
as good as any of the others. Light grey,
Not as good as yellow.
kind of boring.
Light
It's
grey,
whatever. I don't know.
kind of same.
Yeah,
same. I feel.
Cyan is it's a good color, but I feel like it could be better.
Niche use.
Yeah.
Niche use.
Very niche.
I feel
use. C maybe with yellow.
C maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
D. C or D for me.
C,
like
I'll put it in C. I like it better.
Put it in C. I think that's a good.
Purple,
design.
very good. I like purple.
I do really like the color purple, like in general, and I think this is really nice. Like this is very this is like a perfectly royal purple. I feel.
Yeah, they couldn't have done that one better. Again, I like the blue too. The blue's pretty well done.
Yeah, blue's very well done.
Brown, rarest.
Brown, rarest.
Hard to get, kind of.
But it is brown.
It is brown.
I think. I don't know, but when you do see it, it builds like it's good and it works well with the other brown stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's
it is,
like
Yeah.
I feel like it's the one I use the most for carpet because it just looks nice, brown carpet.
Yeah.
For builds that I make
it does
anyway.
go well with other things.
I'll put that in C. I'd say. This is a shit color.
Dark green.
Dark green.
I don't mind
useful,
it too much.
but it's kind of it's dark green. I don't like dark green, so I feel like that's the dark green. It's kind of a boring dark green, but
I feel like this dark green is like in line with brown for me. Like I feel like they're pretty on par. Like the only thing that makes brown wool better for me is like the rarity. Like
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Red is good. Red is pretty good.
Red is good. Honestly, I feel like red and black can kind of go with white. I feel like those.
That makes sense.
Like red's easy to get.
Hang on, you're not a big fan of the Nazi flag, are you?
This is like the original German flag.
It is.
Before they added the yellow.
Hang on a minute. Wait, are you trying to tell me something? What's going on here? Anyway, yeah, I agree with that. That is true.
I think that's good. I'm glad we powered through those.
I will say with the wall, they actually had textures before in Classic, and a lot of those colours were... Some of them were actually better than the ones we got.
Some of them were better, but some of them were more washed.
They were a lot more washed out. I feel like it would be great if we could just... they would add so many fucking blocks, but you know like how leather armor can be dyed? Imagine if you could just dye... You can mix the dyes to make an actual unique blue. And shit like that could be good, but it might actually become.
Honestly, that would add too much to the game.
That would add like a million fucking blocks.
I could never be asked to do that, you know, and like and you know that there's like the tryhards that would make it would do that real hard, you know. And,
like pixel art. If you added that, pixel art would be just you could make anything. It would have every color in the game, which would be useful, but Yeah, it
I wonder
takes
how
some of
long
the
it would
cool
take
out
to
of
make
it.
like a full like rainbow spectrum.
Holy
It
shit.
takes so long.
That would be a great fucking achievement though, or like challenge.
That would
like
be pretty
actually
insane.
dying.
Someone would do it. Someone would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure someone has done every single like leather color. I'm pretty
Jesus
sure.
fucking Christ.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've done all
like,
the level
or maybe,
colors in the normal game. Like just like
maybe now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't all the leather colors. Maybe it was all of the armors in all of their variants, like of
the
armor
trims and
trims.
stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
it wasn't the leather, but I can't remember. Anyways,
Yeah, that's
Alright.
the dyes. Flowers, flower time.
flowers. All right, I like dandelion. I mean, it's no rose, but it's pretty good.
Dandelion's more common than the rose, right? I always tend to have
Yeah.
shitloads of the yellow ones and none of the red ones.
Well, yeah. I mean, even when you bone meal the ground, like you're like, I reckon you're probably more like 2 times more likely to get
Yeah.
a dandelion.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
even
makes
more.
sense.
Like you get a lot more
You get
dandelions. than you
shitloads of
do.
dandelions.
That's why we pranked Gory with the dandelions and not the roses, because
Yeah.
I had so many more dandelions than roses. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like both of these though.
We'll
They're both
ask
really good.
hopefully, Deadly in the comments can tell us exactly how rare comparatively, well, what the difference in likelihood of getting dandelion
He's the
and
flower
roses.
expert. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Deadly flower block. I don't fucking. So dandelion, again, it's really good for decorating like gardens and shit. Shame there's no plant pots in beta to like put them in. Oh, car.
I agree.
That's a very nice car. I wonder if it was a Lamborghini. I don't know.
I reckon like A or B for the dandelion.
I'll put this
like,
in B and
maybe
then
B.
Rose in
Yeah.
A. I think I like A.
Rose and A.
Rose a lot more. Rose is a lot better.
I love the rose way better, and
The
like
Reddit
the poppy.
subreddit agrees.
Poppy sucks.
Subreddit.
Yeah, everyone agrees. Yeah, it's,
it's
so
like
good.
one of the biggest fucking favorite things on there.
The rose is my favorite of all the flowers they've ever added to the game.
Yeah.
And I think it was, I think it might have been Cub Fan. Shout outs to Cub Fan. You know, he's a small creator.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he a midget?
Hermitcraft.
Oh.
Anyways, no, he suggested that the sniffer, like its whole gimmick is that it's an ancient, creature that can sniff up ancient blocks,
right?
Ancient flowers, and it sniffs up these 2 flowers that no
look
one
like
really.
shit. Yeah.
They're like hard to use because
they don't even look like, they don't match the look of any of the other flowers. They look really fucking stupid.
They're like alien. It's
yeah, they don't
interesting.
look good.
But I see what they were going for, but yeah, But he said that they should be able to sniff up literal ancient flowers from Minecraft's history, like the rose and the blue rose from Pocket Edition.
Pocket Edition and the Pie Edition and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I think that would be a really cool idea. But anyway, in beta, I think the rose looks awesome. Like, it's one of my favorite. Like, every time I play in a modern,
Poppy is dog shit. Why did they change
Poppy
it?
sucks. Every time I play in a modern world where the poppy is added, I use the texture pack to turn it back to a rose because it annoys me. It actually annoys me that much. So, I'm not even kidding.
The poppy's shit. The poppy just doesn't look as good. Like, it's fine as a poppy, but like, why did they change it? Why bother?
Like, I would love, like, I would like the poppy if it didn't replace the rose.
Exactly.
If it was added as well as the rose. But, But yeah, I think that's a good placement of the rose. A tier.
A tier. Very good. It's the one you want to decorate with more. It's a shame
100%.
it's the rarer one, and it's annoying because it's the one you want the most. But yeah. Ah, fucking mushrooms. Who cares?
Mushrooms. Okay. The annoying thing is, like, if they could be grown into the big mushrooms, awesome. But they can't.
Yeah,
so
no.
I honestly, brown mushroom, like,
shitter
D,
than red. Yeah.
Red mushroom, like, C,
better,
maybe even more, like, B. I don't know. C.
I'll put it in C. I do like that they spread like infinitely in beta in the dark.
I do
That's
love
really
that.
cool.
Yeah.
I will also say the red one is really good for like apples on trees because you can plant them on leaves. They're really good decorating blocks.
They are much better than the brown. Like, they have a lot more uses than the brown ones for sure.
Like,
like,
fucking shit.
And isn't it kind of this, like, are they the same, like, same rarity? Because I feel like I always find more brown mushrooms than red, but maybe that's just because I want more red.
I think that too. I feel like I have shitloads more brown than red ones. I don't know.
That's how I feel too.
It's cool you can find them in the Nether though.
It is cool that you can find them in the Nether, and
cool.
I do love that they spread infinitely, like in giant spaces.
Just like it's like an accidental cave update. It's just cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool when you come across one. You're like, holy crap, this area. It's almost like the what the copper does in modern, like where it shows the age of your world.
Yeah.
When you like build with it, like it's that, but better. Like
Yeah.
it literally shows the age of your
I
world.
wonder
like,
if they lag the game out though. Could you like have a massive fucking cave just full of mushrooms, like eventually just lag your game out like wheat fields do?
Nah, I actually talked to Deadly and asked him this question. He said no, because they don't do any they don't really update. Like,
right.
They don't update like that. Like once they're down, they're down. Like yeah, that's what
that's fine.
I think
Yeah.
he said. So
Yeah,
I could be wrong,
mushroom,
but I'm pretty sure I talked to him about it. But yeah, mushrooms, all right.
Honestly, I'll put these in the fucking A. They suck.
The brown one, yeah, all right.
I'd never want to use the brown ones. Brown ones suck.
That's valid.
You could make a cool Christmas tree with the red ones.
With the red, yeah.
Yeah,
true.
Christmas
like
bauble. If you could put them upside down, that'd be perfect. Anyway.
Now I don't know why the gold, iron, and I don't know why the diamond is separated here, but I feel like we should just like pull it and like use it.
Yeah.
Let's go. I mean, yeah. I feel like we should go
gold,
iron, gold, diamond.
Iron, gold, diamond. Yeah, that's the.
I don't know. Just the progression.
There we go. Oh yeah, right.
All right. Iron block.
It's, it's good for making a fridge. It
is really good at being a fridge.
It's really good. It's like when you use it, it's always like good. Like it looks good, but like it's
expensive.
It is expensive, and it's not very. It's like not even really a unique color. Like it is, but it's very similar to wool and snow and like light grey. It's like it's fine.
Yeah. Like in most cases, like in a lot of cases, you might as well just use wool or snow. Like there's no real reason to use iron over those unless it's a fridge. Like
yeah, unless it's a fridge or like some kind of machine robot, some fucking shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's alright. I do like this texture a lot more than the one they added later on. I think. I don't mind the one.
There's the one that they have later on is like the lines. Like the lined up one. I think it's like okay.
It's alright.
I feel like it's.
I feel like it's still just as fucking useless, even if they. even
like
when
the
they
only
change the
thing
texture.
I think they made it so that you wouldn't want to use it for a fridge ever. You would use it for like a garage door, but like why would you use it for a garage door? Like.
yeah. Fuck me, that's the most expensive garage door.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it's
I don't know. I feel like it's I don't know. It's okay. It's very.
I do like that. I do like this full block version, but I do really like the early alpha looking like versions of these blocks, especially diamonds.
Yeah.
That's like probably my favorite looking block when they had like the
much more darker bottom.
Yeah,
right?
they had the darker bottom. I just thought that looked really cool. It took me years to realize that it was supposed to be like a reflection of the ground. I just thought it was like two different colors like merged together. I thought that looked really cool, but it does make them kind of worse for building. Although
I do think like I do like the old ones because they look like shiny. They look like they're shiny and reflective, whereas these ones look a lot more like matte and just kind of like flatter. But yeah, I don't know.
Because like these sides, this top texture was the old top texture, and they just put it on all the sides. Like they just basically copied it over.
I think they I kind of agree. Like I think the old ones looked a lot more a lot more valuable.
They looked a lot more special and everything.
Yeah, but I don't know. In that, like, I still like these ones. Like they do their job.
I do like
and
them,
like they're good for storage, I guess.
What would have been really cool is if they kept the alpha textures for them and had it so they were like directional blocks, like pistons and wood, because then you could have like there's almost like 3 different colors. Like you could have the mix between. Then you can have walls with the top and then walls with the bottom, if depending which way you place them. That would be quite cool because then you could have like dark grey walls. Yeah, like I feel like that would have been actually really good if they did that, because that's like just like 3 different textures for a wall in one block or floor.
Yeah,
that would have been quite cool actually. But yeah, like iron. Cool. I don't know where the fuck we're putting these. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I think
iron's
just it's alright.
Like you don't really use them that much or see them that much, and like it's not like you really like.
Out of all of them, you definitely use the gold the most. For building.
Yeah, gold would be most useful for building because you build gold piles or like they look good as like decoration, like a tree or something like that. Like signs, they look and they stand out like well and work. So I feel like gold is probably the best. Like I don't know, probably goes in B maybe.
I think I might put it in C, and then these ones in D.
C?
Yeah, same with Lapis. I don't know, because I feel like with diamonds,
honestly, that's fair enough.
yeah, with these, they kind of, unless you're building a fridge or like the background of a like fish tank. I don't know what
diamonds are
diamond
very
block
hard to
is
use.
I've used it like
used it for a
twice. I've used it twice where it looks good. One of them was for like a 50s diner because it's like the exact color of like, those
so that
things.
makes sense. Yeah,
that makes
cool.
sense. And then the other one was like for a cyberpunk looking building, like a trim on it.
Yeah,
like it's very kind of like rare uses. Yeah, very niche uses for it.
They are cool blocks.
They're
though.
cool blocks.
I do agree that the gold is probably the best one.
Yeah,
I think the gold is also like, again, what I was saying earlier, about like the gold tools and stuff about them. And like the gold ore. Like, it feels more like substantial, and it feels more like valuable than a diamond. Like when you see a diamond block, you're like, that's a diamond block. When you see gold, you're like, nice, rich. Like
you're like, wow, I never really see diamond blocks. Yeah.
Right.
I agree with them. Oh god, then I've got the fucking slabs versions of the
Slabs.
things we've already done.
Slabs.
I watched like
I don't have Crash Lab though.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is these fucking noobs. They didn't
Idiots
know.
don't even know. How do they not know? What is their name? Amy? Ava.
Fuck you, Ava. Yeah, like I watched a podcast with Notch in, and he actually, like, at the time he regretted even adding slabs to the game.
Yeah, I've heard him say that. Like, yeah.
Like because apparently they were a pain in the ass, and he didn't like what they did to the game. Like, just having I quite like them, but I do like slabs. I'm
not really
glad.
Sure I disagree what he says about them.
I actually like them more in beta almost, because like it has the accidental feature of being able to have wooden floors that don't burn down, because like obviously they're all technically the stone.
I do find it annoying that you can't build on top slab.
Fucking
in beta.
That's annoying.
But
also, when you're building like a pile, if you put one here, then here, it like for some reason falls down 400 blocks onto it.
Down.
That's
retarded.
retarded.
And if there's a block above it, you can't place one. Like, you can't place a slab in between the gap. You have to mine the block above.
They're very fucking special needs. They're incredibly retarded. Like, I don't understand why.
Special needs is definitely the right way to put it.
Exactly.
I have to say though, like, not being able to put them on the top slab does make for more unique building. Like, it makes it like you have to stretch your imagination just that little bit more, and you have to like work a bit harder to make it look good. And also, something I really find annoying, I don't know why, is like, especially in the modern game, when you take like a log and you turn it into slabs. I'm pretty sure you get more slabs, right? You get more slabs per log in the modern game.
So it's been I've not really got that far in modern in a long time, but yeah, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure you, like, because in beta it's like a 1-for-1, but I'm pretty sure you somehow get more slabs. Maybe it's I feel like for some reason you do, and like it makes it so that there's no reason to build with oak logs.
Right.
Like, you might as well just, like, if you're building a floor.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, you might as well turn if you turn the planks into these and then just use them upside down, you might as well get like twice.
Which is like it's more cost effective. So it's like I'm pretty sure it's the case. That really annoys me.
That is true.
Other than that, like, I mean, obviously in beta that's not a problem. So like I can't actually like that in beta in a weird way.
I do like that mobs can't spawn on them. It adds for like that kind of like extra kind of use for farms and stuff.
And I do like that the wood variant doesn't burn.
Yeah, that is really useful. Obviously, crash slabs are cool too.
Yeah, crash slabs, of course, super cool.
I feel like building would be like 10 times harder without any of these. You probably don't realize. Most people don't realize how much they actually use them. Yeah. Yeah,
definitely, 100%.
Actually, one of the worst things about the slabs in beta is the fact that there's not more types. Like, I really wish there was fucking brick slabs.
100%. Wish there was brick slabs, mossy slabs.
Yeah.
I've always kind of thought like
glass
netherrack. Nah, definitely not glass slabs. Netherrack slabs. I've always thought netherrack slabs would be kind of cool.
They would, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, sorry, that was
slabs would be quite nice actually.
That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think something that would be really cool. Something that is really cool is the way Mr. Saturday uses sandstone slabs. Like when you line a beach with the
yeah,
sandstone
yeah.
slabs. It just adds so much extra, like
That is pretty cool.
it makes it look like a sand dune more than it, like, you know, it
More than just
smooths
a
it out.
block. Yeah.
Like,
It
I
makes
love the way he does that.
I agree there.
And like smooths that out. So like yeah, sandstone slabs like pretty cool in that way.
Yeah. I don't know if I like any of these more than the others. Like they're all. I feel like I
They're all
like
pretty,
these.
like they're like, you know,
They're all the
pretty much
same.
just,
Like they're all just as useful, I'd say, for building. Like you're gonna use all of them.
100%.
I wish they
I
had
agree.
brick slabs and maybe even smooth stone slabs, like proper ones, but
Yeah,
mossy ones. I don't know.
I kind of agree.
It's going to be the same thing with stairs. Like in beta, you only have like wooden.
Yeah,
And
I have two,
in fact,
two
why
stairs.
is that? Why is that all the way down? Yeah.
Yeah, why are they split?
That's retarded. Anyway, in fact, let's put that. There we go. Oh no, okay. Yeah, let's put these like. I don't know,
Fix
A.
them up.
Should we put them in A?
A? All of them?
A or B?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
think
like
honestly,
they're all about as good
yeah.
as each other.
Yeah, I
There's
think
none
they're
I
all as
hate.
good. They all serve their purposes. Like, yeah,
I've used them all quite a shitload, so yeah, I'd say they're all pretty good.
100%.
Yep. Bricks.
Brick.
No, this is another one that's texture changed, and we
Texture
use the
change,
old
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
although
I
I
agree.
don't
Like, the
actually,
old
I
one's
don't
good.
hate this one. This one compared to the cobblestone, this cobblestone is kind of shit compared to the other one. This one's still good, I'd say.
This one still works. Yeah, I
It's just
agree.
not
It still
as
works. Something that I was actually chatting with Mr. Saturday with the other day.
Yeah.
The old one that we use blends really well with white wool.
True.
Whereas
yeah.
this one blends really well with the light grey wool.
Yeah, because of
which is
the
something
lines in it. Yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
which is something interesting that he pointed out to me that I never really noticed. But I do love the way that the old bricks look. I think it looks better to me.
I agree there. Yeah. They're a
But
lot bolder.
I think I've always loved like the brick block. I think
Yeah.
it's like always been a really cool block.
I
to
should say that
see.
the Japatesha one doesn't even look shit. Like it's not. I don't know if I like it more, but it just looks. It's okay. They haven't ruined
okay.
the brick one. It still looks like
Yeah.
bricks.
It still looks like bricks.
My
Thankfully.
favorite will always be the older one.
I like that. Like, I mean, you look at these top, S tier blocks, the cobblestone, wood, and the wood. Like, you see a build with that, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's like a nice build. And then when there's a bit of brick in there, like as an accent or like as a wall, you're like, oh nice. Like it automatically looks better. Like anytime you see brick, it
100%.
automatically looks better.
And it's such a fucking. It's like it's a bit of a flex as well. It's not the easiest block to get. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as some people make it out to be. Like you can get shit.
It's
Like
not,
I've got loads.
You can.
but-
I've got stacks and stacks.
Yeah,
of
but
clay
like
that
it's not.
bricks, like
It's still harder to get than most of the blocks.
the biggest pain in the ass is how slow it mines. I
Fuck
absolutely
yeah.
hate placing down a lot of
That's
bricks and then
fucking stupid.
realizing, oh my god, I have to get rid of them. Like it takes
Yep.
so long. There is no reason for it to take that long. It's so annoying.
Hang on a minute.
But what's up?
Oh, I guess because you can't. Like, where the fuck's diamond or redstone or lapis or?
Well, I guess you can't.
Because you can't pick
obtain
them up.
I
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't even really. We didn't really check the list. We actually just.
we didn't check the list.
We just trusted Ava. Fuck you, Ava.
Fuck you, Ava. We trusted you, and you fucked us over, Ava.
You missed a
Damn it,
block.
Ava. You missed.
I guess, I don't know. Kind of fair.
It's whatever. I mean, I'd probably just put them all in B anyway. Fuck it. Like, I don't know. Actually,
well, the diamond. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna put grass anywhere, like I think grass would go in A, kind of with like the leaves.
Yeah.
I think diamond ore would go in B, and redstone would go in B as well. I think they're
but
just
then
like
cold
orders of the
and
same.
lapis are like. I like the lapis one, but I'm never use it for anything. Never bothered using it for anything. It's just fine. But yeah, that's where
Honestly,
we put
I
them.
feel like they all kind of go in B. All right.
Anyway, bricks.
Bricks. Where would we put bricks?
I will say, like I feel like I would actually quite like if we had both the brick textures at once, because like the old bricks, I feel like a lot more like clean and better for modern brick buildings.
Yeah.
And they look a lot more like you've just built a brick building. Whilst these ones look a bit older.
Brand new.
Yeah, this looks like an
something-
old brick building.
Yeah, so that was. I mean, again, Mr. Saturday. Like he does his builds and he uses like the new textures. Sorry,
Right.
Well, the
The
one way
new
he
old
uses
ones.
the default
Yeah,
1.7 textures, and he puts them in. And like I remember watching one of his videos, and he was saying, oh, like it's kind of like the paint is peeled away to expose the old brick. And when I went over and I looked at it, for some reason I was like, it doesn't look like. Well, or I did it myself, and I was like, it doesn't look the way I kind of expected it to. And then like the other day, I was like, oh, it's because of the like he has the old brick texture on, well, the new old, the default brick texture, and yeah, like it looks, like you said, it looks kind of like it's been weathered and used, whereas the old one looks like brand new.
Yeah,
which I
do wish we could.
Cool
if we could have both, it would almost be like a mossy cobblestone variant of the cleaner brick. It would be quite nice if you could find like, I don't know what the fuck, like a brick spawner with like, I don't know. It'd be quite not like a monster spawner, but instead of cobblestone and mossy, it was like bricks around it.
You go to the spawner and it just out of nowhere, poof.
That would be hilarious if they added like spawners that were like brick cages, and inside it spawned creepers that just blew it all.
That would be
pretty funny. But yeah, if we had both, because obviously the old one looks more like a new brick, and then this looks like a worn out old brick. So I'll put these in A or S. Feel definitely really good.
Yeah,
maybe S.
I think S. I think S. Yeah, it works really well.
You can't go wrong with them, really. I just wish they had stairs and slab variants. That's all I wish. They just would be so fucking useful, especially for my castle. I had to use 4 blocks for the roofs instead of just stairs. That would have looked so much better.
It would look better. Yeah, I don't know. Like it still looks good and it's respectable.
I actually like blending them with dirt and red wool as well. Quite good for that.
Yeah, red wool works really well. Dirt, yeah. It's cool that you can blend like that. Yeah.
TNT.
Cool. TNT, another absolutely W block.
Yep.
I think
TNT.
Obviously when it comes to building, like there's no real way to use it, and it's also scary to use it a lot of the time.
I did see someone like suggest using it as scaffolding because it's an instant push block. You can always just build up quickly.
Line.
But like,
I also saw someone
using it.
I also saw someone using it as like an easy way to get rid of water because it's insurmountable.
Yeah, true that.
Which I thought was a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be a little expensive. Obviously, we're pretty privileged on our server.
We're
block, so we've got plenty of gunpowder to go around.
I actually saw someone. I saw someone on YouTube try use it for like an X-ray thing, and they blew themselves up.
I think that was me in my short.
That was me. It was me as well.
On purpose. We both did it.
Yeah, so it's good for suicide. I mean it's using it for like building and decorating and shit. Never, unless you're building like a mine. It might be cool to just place them on the side with signs on maybe or something. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, I wish TNT minecarts existed in beta, but they don't.
That would be quite cool.
They're really cool in modern, but
I mean, like honestly, in console, that you could make like just fucking epic like cannons using the fucking just stacking TNT minecarts on top of each other.
Yeah.
It sucks in beta how glitchy they are once they've blown up. You can get the white like void blocks.
The white void thing. Yeah, not a fan of that. But I mean, they are super useful. Like, they blow up things.
Yeah.
It is annoying that you can't they don't blow up every block around them unless you push the blocks before.
True.
But other than that, I don't know. I think they're pretty good.
Quite a good block.
I'd put them in A personally.
Do you have any opinions on being able to just punch them and blow up, or having to punch them with flint and steel and light them and stuff? Because they changed that. I don't really care.
I
feel like it's better you can just pick them up, actually.
Yeah, I kind of like the flint and steel edition.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot more autonomy over them.
Multiplayer. These were multiplayer bullshit when you could just if you just filled someone's house with them, there was almost fuck all they can do other than cover it all in water to get rid of them.
Yeah,
they couldn't even bind them to get rid of them. They were fucks. They were just so fucked.
Exactly.
They were just the griefer's tool, dream tool. So yeah, I'd put them. What you been A or S?
I'd put them in. I don't know. They're pretty iconic. Either A or S.
I'll put them in A just because they don't have.
Put them in A because they're expensive.
Never seen someone build a house out of them, although that would be quite cool.
I think A is a good place.
Bookshelves.
Expensive as well.
Really fucking
Real
expensive. They're so fucking useful though.
They are useful. Anyway. That you put them. They're in every single interior. There's not a single interior that doesn't have a bookshelf somewhere.
This crafting table, chest, furnace, jukebox. You can't.
Yeah, they make everything. They make every build look good.
Yeah, I use them for flags. They're good for that. They look quite good.
That was a good idea by you.
Yeah,
that was a top tier idea.
That was a good idea.
Making them flags.
I came when I thought of that. I wish Beta had the book and quills and you could store them in the bookshelves. That'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah, kind of like what they do now. Like they have the chiseled bookshelves.
The chiseled ones look shit though. Like I don't know, man. They can't get anything right. They almost get it right. Like that's a great feature. I don't know why they don't just add it as the bookshelves, because now bookshelves are like retarded. Like, but it's having both.
Like the scale is completely different.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like when you look at a bookshelf now, you're like, well, mini books, like tiny books.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
but yeah, I do really like the bookshelves. It's really cool.
Yeah, very cool. I think A tier.
A tier. You don't get the books back when you mine them though, do you?
No, you don't. But
that's retarded.
Books don't cost leather.
True. So guess it's a payout trade-off.
It's kind of a trade-off a little bit there for me. Like, you know, books are very inexpensive in beta.
I really like how colourful
they're expensive.
Yeah,
I agree. They're a pretty unique block in the grand scheme.
They're one of those blocks that you just look at and it's like, I don't know, something about it just looks like a 90s dungeon. It looks like it's just a great looking kind of block for building, like anything. Like I don't know, just adding that into anything looks better. So it's a very good block
for sure.
Mossy Cobblestone.
Mossy Cobblestone. Now this is, like we said, the wrong texture.
Yeah.
For Mossy Cobblestone. This is not the texture in beta.
I'd put this one in S already.
I agree.
It just is.
Like for me,
it's so good.
For me, it's very similar to brick. The way I feel about brick is like the way I feel about Mossy, in that like you see it in a build and you're like, hell yeah, like that's a cool block. I think Mossy Cobblestone has always been one of my favorite blocks.
I think it might be my favorite block. Just the green on it. It looks more. It looks less mossy and more magical. I don't know. It looks like emeralds.
Yeah,
like, it just looks cool.
Kinda.
It looks better than what Mossy Cobblestone actually looks like.
Yeah, I really don't like the. I actually do love moss in real life, and I look like when I see a pavement that has moss in it, I do stop and look at it.
It does.
It does look really good.
Yeah. I don't know why that just sounded really autistic. I just imagine like Nelson from The Simpsons standing there looking at the fucking ground, and he gets hit by a car, tragically died observing moss.
I have been called autistic for doing that before, but. But I have to say, like, it is a really cool block. I love the way you get it, like from dungeons. Like the rarity's kind of cool.
Can't craft it,
like rare, but not so rare.
Yeah.
I like when I think of like mossy blocks. Like I also think of the brick variants, like from 1.0, which I also like. It's just anything mossy is like kind of cool.
I will say, I really love the Jappa textures for Mossy, surprise, surprise, fucking awful. Like, they just ruined it.
Awful.
The colour of it's boring. It just sucks. Like, it's even shit in builds.
Like, when I look at it, like, it doesn't feel like it's a moss. Like, this, you can tell, like, well, I mean, not this one, but, I mean, this one's okay, but, like, the one in beta is so good. Like, you look at it and you're like, that is moss, like, going through.
It's nice, vibrant moss.
Like, it's in, you know, like, whereas this, like, and well, this one's, like I said, not too bad, but the one in the Jappa one, like, it's like the moss has been smeared, and like it's
a nasty green as well.
It's like they've taken some concrete, taken some moss, and like mixed it together, and then like called that mossy cobblestone. It's like, no, dude, like
it's not. It looks like it's got fucking algae on it. It's not.
Yeah,
actually, it just what I like about this moss is it fits the Minecraft world. Like, it's a nice vibrant green, like the grass, like the leaves.
Like the grass,
the fucking the Jappa moss is a green you don't see anywhere else. It doesn't even look like it belongs. It looks like they're trying to make real life moss, kind of, and it just doesn't look like that. I don't know, it's shit. Jappa, fuck Jappa. Fuck Jappa, fuck Ava. But yeah, Mossy Cobblestone, one of the best looking blocks. Always looks good. Like, even if you build a house fully out of it, it looks pretty good. It just, I don't know, I agree. It's one of those best blocks.
Yeah.
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
I mean, I don't even know what the fuck to say about Obsidian, other than obviously it's annoying as fuck to mine, but
yeah, it's super annoying to mine. Like, it takes 15 seconds to mine one block, which is a pain.
Thanks, Monster.
Kind of cool that you can turn redstone. Thanks, Monster. Kind of cool you can turn redstone into obsidian.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, it looks good in builds, like, when used properly.
I definitely like using it more than black wool usually, because it has like grit texture to it. Like, this looks a bit too smooth in builds. When you put black wool and like white wool next to each other, it just looks like a wool house. But if you put black wool and this next to each other, it looks really. That's why I used it on my restaurant. Someone was like, "Why didn't you just use black wool?" But like, if you go and like change my restaurant into black wool, with it next to the sand stands out more than the black wool. But like,
whereas now the obsidian stands out.
Yeah, the obsidian's it catches your eye more than black wool. I like obsidian for building. Pain in the ass to get.
Yeah.
Kind of useless apart from nether portal. I think it's still
nether portals are loud and annoying, but
oh, that's fucking true. The audio mixing in beta is awful.
It's so awful. They have a lot more uses in modern, like end chests. Enchantment tables and things like that.
Yeah, true. I guess so. Yeah.
They have some more uses, I guess, but yeah.
I can't even remember what the Jepper Obsidian looks like, so I can't call that shit. But it probably is. It probably is shit.
It does. I don't think it looks better. Like,
okay.
In my opinion.
All right, that's good then.
Yeah.
I do like how it's slightly tinted purple as well. It's like it's got a slight purple tint. The Obsidian,
I wish the edges were maybe a little darker. Like it almost like was darker on the the edges maybe.
Oh yeah, like the ores, the ore blocks, not the ore blocks, the diamond blocks and stuff.
That's like I'm pretty sure that's kind of what happens with real obsidian. I could be wrong, but
I guess it would be darker. It's like glass, isn't it? It would be darker in the middle, like as it gets cloudy,
right?
Maybe
it would be darker in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck knows.
Anyway.
Obsidian.
Kind of cool.
Even A or B maybe.
I feel like A.
A, cool. Yeah, it is a good block. The torch, cool. Fucking why?
Iconic.
Iconic. It is iconic. I do like how in beta, like it's a weird, like when you have them diagonally on a wall, like the texture's all fucked up and mangled. That's that's really weird.
And weirdly, yeah.
Yeah. Torches are good and they're useful.
They're useful. Yeah.
I will say it's like fucking annoying. You have to light your bases up in Minecraft because like torch spam just looks ugly in my opinion.
Ugly, yeah.
Finding any other way to do it.
Sometimes torch gridding can look okay if it's like a big flat area, but otherwise it's like it doesn't look good.
I found it looks really good when you put one on each like bit of like a castle wall. That looks really cool, especially in beta and alpha where the light from it is white instead of the orange that's in 1.0.
Yeah, the orange I don't like as much. No. The orange light. I do like the way you like can often use light to like you put it inside a build and it lights up the window from the outside. Like it looks like someone's home.
I do that. That's always a good thing. Putting it near glass makes the like this just stand out a million times more.
Yeah.
It makes the
torches stand out.
I mean, torches are okay. Again, you can use them for builds, and they look good sparingly. But like when there's too many in a room, it's really fucking distracting and annoying.
And often their particles are like can be a bit much. Like sometimes I wish they didn't give out particles.
Yeah,
especially if they're under a furnace.
Yeah, they're alright. I mean, they're torches. They don't suck. A lot of people want it to like light up while you're holding them, and that would be like you would make like 2 torches. You wouldn't bother like you wouldn't do fucking anything
when
with
you them. I find like when I'm playing modern, I will use a mod that does that, like or I'm like using shaders and the shaders do it. But it completely like you'll go and explore a cave and you just don't even place even if you have torches to place, you forget to place them because everything's lit up. And then you go back to that cave and you're like, why is it so dark? I've been through here, like whereas like in beta obviously you have to place them, like which I think is a much better, as much as I do enjoy having that lighting. I think it's like a better and more balanced thing to do to like have it.
I think
you have to place them.
They should make the lantern do that, like the dynamic light as you walk around. You can hold a lantern at that as a use. So then torches still you have to like. I don't know. Maybe when you're holding a torch, it's not very bright, and then with the lantern, it's really bright. Something like that.
I don't know. I think that actually makes sense to have the lantern because like lanterns are probably a bit more end gamey, right? Like when you're making lanterns, you've got enough iron, like So, like maybe
that something like that. But yeah, torches. I mean, they're alright. I don't even know where the fuck to put them though. Like B, A.
Yeah, I feel like maybe C.
It's actually it is a bit of a shame you can't put them in cake. There's like candles.
Oh, like on top of cake. I mean,
you kind of can.
I mean, they float above them now.
Yeah, they're like the holy candle. Yeah, let's put in B. B's are right.
Okay.
Yeah, stairs and wooden stairs and cobblestone. Let's just do them both at the same time. Stairs, I guess.
Pain in the ass to mine both of them.
True. You don't get them back. You get the fucking block back when you mine them. That's retarded.
Yeah. That sucks.
Oh god, in alpha they're the worst. If you put a block above stairs in alpha, it turns into the full block.
Turns into
it's
another
so
one. Yeah,
fucking
it turns
annoying.
into a full block. It's so stupid.
Doing the rows of buildings, and they don't like turn properly. They go the wrong fucking direction all the time. God, they were so annoying.
Yeah, but in beta they're not too bad. Like, they're a lot more
beta,
predictable.
right, yeah.
Yeah, just annoying when you place them wrong.
I do like that you can't put them upside down. I know Captain Cat will cry at that, but like as soon as they added that to the game, builds just like turned into fucking Bionicles compared to like just I don't know, everything became too over detailed. I don't know.
Yeah, once again, I feel like to make a build look good, you had to be a lot more creative. Whereas like as soon as they made them like rotational, like the standard for a good build just became that. Like
yeah, like I much prefer the blocky look you get without them in the game, and then and like to make a good modern build. All you do is you make a blocky build and then place these fucking upside down stairs on every corner you can find. You just spam these fucking things everywhere to make it look, good. I don't like them.
The corner stairs. I don't really like the corners. Like
no, definitely not.
Yeah, they're kind of cool, but like I'm glad they're not in beta.
Yeah. I also I do like you can make chairs out of the wooden ones. That's like a cool use for them. They're good. Cool, they're good use for like things they're not intended for. Like, obviously, you use them as stairs, but, like, chairs, I don't know what else you would use, shelves, some good shit for them.
Yep, shelving. I agree. I've seen people make some really cool, like, lantern designs and stuff with them as well.
Yeah, I got pretty good streetlights with them, actually. I've done that.
Yeah.
I will say, one thing with, like, the upside-down stairs in Modern is, like, I don't like when builds use them because it doesn't really fit the train of Minecraft. Like, the train of Minecraft's really blocky, and then everyone's builds are, like, really highly detailed, like... hardly blocky almost. It doesn't work quite right, and that's because of the upside down, I feel. But without that's modern. This is beta. Yeah,
this is beta. They're nice.
I'd put these in like A or B, I think, because they're just okay. Yeah, they don't burn, do they? Do wooden stairs burn, or are they like technically stone ones? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I think they are technically stone ones.
Yeah, I don't think they burn.
Although, come to think of it, maybe they do.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure. I'm actually completely not sure.
I feel like they do make the wooden noise when you walk on them. What's the wooden?
They do.
Yeah. Don't.
I think they do burn. Yeah, because I think I've had a staircase catch fire and like it's disappeared. I feel like I guess
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, good for making like chairs and stuff. I don't think they're as good as slabs. I like slabs a lot more. But they're not. They're pretty useful. Pretty useful for building. Yar. Chest. Chesticles. Useful. Looks good.
Annoying. Like I've always found it a little annoying. Like you can't open them when there's a block above.
True. Yeah.
But I mean, there are ways around that. Obviously, with the stairs and the.
It makes sense, but yeah, it is annoying. I really like the full block ones. I don't like the small ones they added later on, where it's like that's retarded. When they like the opening animation's stupid. I do like the sound. I like being able to hear a sound when you open them. I don't like the fucking animation or them being shrunk. That was stupid.
I kind of agree. I mean, I don't really mind. I don't mind the small ones. I kind of understand why they did them, but I do prefer the big ones. Like it fits the game a lot better.
Yeah, it's so fucking.
And I do agree. Like having a sound like when it opens.
Yeah, I do wish the sound was there in beta when you open them, even if it doesn't do an animation. But yeah, chests are good for decorating. They have use.
A little bit annoying, like the way they rotate.
Oh fuck yeah, that's annoying.
Having to have a block behind them, but otherwise, they're cool.
They're cool. B or A?
I think they're middle of the road.
Middle.
Maybe
B. B will do.
B.
Crafting table. Crafting table.
Kind of sick.
Yeah.
I like the crafting table. Very iconic, very classic. Like works everywhere.
Yeah.
Quite a unique texture.
You can use it for a lot of shit. You can use it in the walls as like things hung up on the wall, like saws and shit.
Yeah. And you can use it as like a floor, like a cool
tool rack. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. I
like how it just have to be. It's like practical thing.
Yeah, I like how the bottom of it is wood, so you can have them in the ceiling and it doesn't stand out. You can just hide them in your base and stuff. You can use them. That's pretty cool.
I like that they're able to be like pushed by pistons as well.
True. Yeah.
So you can actually like hide them in walls and stuff.
Yeah.
You're
touching my crafting table.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit this. Hey, come from.
What are you? Mine 1001. Come on now.
If
you want to use a crafting
each
table,
other's crafting tables
that is
and
true.
like replaced them all. But I like if it doesn't fit the aesthetic of a build, like you can,
yeah,
which is pretty uncommon honestly in beta, but you can hide them if you need
pretty
to.
good.
So.
Surprise, surprise, Jappa one's not as good. Sucks even.
Yep.
But yeah, these are pretty good. It is kind of a bit weird how it has like saws and shit on the edge because you can't get them in Minecraft. But whatever, who gives a fuck? Cool. It's fine. I do like the texture. I do actually like how it is like the oak logs. Logs? No, the oak like planks.
The oak planks, yeah, I love that too.
It actually looks like it's made of them.
It almost looks like the oak planks with like a drape over the top, you know, like almost like a Kevlar drape, like or like leather drape or something over the top. Like I think it's cool.
Definitely really cool. I'll probably put these in A or SA.
Honestly,
what do you think?
SA? Wait, what?
SA? Sexual assault?
Yeah.
What do you know?
I think A. Like A works.
Okay,
I think it'd be like top of A. Like if we were to order these in their respective things, but we're not. But
yeah. Furnace.
I feel like furnace is not as cool as crafting table.
No, but I do end up using them in builds more, and there's a use with the infinitely lit up one.
Yeah,
it's really handy for hiding, like lighting your room up without using fucking torches.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the top you can put them in your road with a pressure plate on.
That is true. I've actually put them in, like in the floor a lot.
Yeah.
And actually on the ceiling as well. Like I did it at the in the slime farm. I put a bunch on the ceiling, so they're pretty cool. Like they're almost like a cobblestone, but like a bit more like fine tuned or whatever. Like nicer.
Yeah. I like how it has like the stone slab at the bottom, the stone slab kind of thing, and then it's got
it's kind of cool. I like it's pretty cool. I don't like when they change the fire inside and like the Jappa texture.
Yeah, the Jappa texture's fire just looks yellow. Like what the fuck is
yellow?
That? And it's like
the red of the fire is so good.
I'll have to find it for the video, but I remember someone posting like a video of them taking this texture, putting it in like paint or something, and then just adding the smoothness to it, and it looked fucking identical to the Jappa furnace. Like it looked. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he did with a few tweaks.
Yeah.
Like it's shit. But
but I much prefer it in beta for sure.
Definitely, yeah, 100%. This is the furnace.
I think it goes. Honestly, I think it goes in B, like kind of with the chest. Like for me, they are like on par, whereas like the crafting table is kind of better.
I would actually have more use out of it if the top was still smooth stone, because then you could just put it in your path and it would look really fucking like just blend in with like my path specifically. Like this is more like a me thing, but yeah. B. I've actually always thought that you should be able to completely useless feature, by the way. But I always thought it would be cool if you could put a furnace down, put coal in it, and then cook gunpowder, and it blows the furnace up as like TNT.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before. Yeah, I think
that'd just be a cool feature. Well. It'd be like a makeshift TNT.
Yeah.
You like lose your furnace, but you've blown a hole up. Like even just cooking TNT, just like weird shit like that.
Didn't we talk about like how it would be kind of cool to, if you put, I think it was us. Talking about it, you put like say you put like a stack of ore in the furnace, and then you put a TNT in the bottom, like in three, and the TNT would like ignite inside the furnace and blow up, instantly cooking the iron.
Yeah, that would be
the stack of iron.
That'd be so
like,
cool.
It cooks it instantly, but you lose, your furnace.
Your house is gone.
That
would be like that's such a cool like hidden like little detail that I feel like would be really cool. Even just blowing up gunpowder in a furnace would just be like funny.
Yeah,
like someone accidentally puts it in there and it blows their house up. That's like one of those classic features you would expect to be in a game, but just isn't. Like a little Easter egg.
It just isn't.
Oh no, they should add that. Just add that because like warming gunpowder up would, just fucking blow it up.
Jeb, hit us up.
Jeb,
we got ideas.
Yeah, is Jeb still in charge, or is it that woman?
I don't even know.
It's Agnes now, ain't it?
Yeah, well, she's like the lead creative designer. What does Jeb do then?
Sex appeal.
Project manager.
I don't know. I don't know what he is.
He is Alex after all.
Do you know those memes of like before and after they became president? Like they've aged like 400 years. That's how I feel with Agnes.
She honestly, she's kind of got like that sunken eye.
Yeah, her face has been Jappified. It's like what the fuck is going on?
To be fair, she's been the
She's been hit.
She's been the fall guy for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That that's happened, unfortunately.
She seems alright. I mean, she seems alright. I'll fuck her in the ass,
I don't know
I guess.
anything about her, but
no. That's why I'd fuck her in the ass. I'm sure if I knew her personally, I wouldn't want to, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
She's yeah. I feel like she would like wear a leather suit and cat ears. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Ladders.
Ladders! Oh my god, ladders are alright, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you can climb them.
Yeah.
You can use them as details sometimes.
That's probably what I use them more as. I'd never really use them as ladders. I use them more for like just detailing shit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they look good.
Yeah.
They can be a little bit annoying.
They're even more annoying in like later versions because in beta you can like actually stand on top of the ladders. I don't know when they changed it, but in like 1.0 you can't. Like you go to the top of the ladder and you just start bouncing up and down. You can't actually stand.
Oh, really?
On it. Yeah, I don't know if that's in modern, but for a while
I feel like they might have fixed that. I know what you're talking about. I think they might have fixed that.
It's really fucking stupid. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I also quite liked it in where you could like space them out. I still forget that's not a thing.
One between.
Yeah, I still forget you can't do that.
I don't know. Like I kind of like that was kind of unique.
Yeah.
But
was a bit cheaty.
I don't know. It does look a bit meh.
Yeah.
It's done, I think.
Ladders are cool. Very good for detailing.
Cool. I think
that's
maybe like a C.
C, yeah. Oh fuck, that's not ladders, that's not.
Wait, what the heck's this rail doing here?
Oh god. Yeah, why the fuck is this? Yeah,
he can go and C as well.
Yeah, see ya. Did I put it in B? There you go. See. All right, we're fucking up. Why does this lever look so fucking erect?
Yeah. Wait,
why did they get this picture from? Why did they not just use the icon thing?
The item icon. Yeah. What? This is such a weird. I don't know. Ava, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, fuck Ava. Levers are like, I mean, they're good for like what they. I feel like levers are really good for detailing more than you'd expect. Like, just,
yeah. I use them all the time. A little bit annoying in multiplayer when they place and just like twist a way you didn't
fucking god, yeah. You have to like keep placing them down until it goes the way you fucking want. Otherwise, it goes really fucking stupid.
I wish in beta you could place it on the roof, but you can't.
That would be handy.
But other than that, levers pretty cool. I like that you can left and right punch them.
Yeah. For the trapdoor floating thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Very good for detailing.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like on par with torches.
Yeah. I do also wish you could place them on the ceiling because that would make them. That would make them so much more useful. I started laughing because I remembered when we were pushing the fucking ice thing and it turned into like a bowl sack.
Oh, yeah.
Like what the fuck happened to that shit?
That was so funny.
That was weird. Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. I think. I think there's like. I want to replicate that, but. Yeah.
I think someone like said that it is like we somehow like did that glitch by accident, but it is something you can replicate. Like it's I don't know. It's a block you can get. I think I don't know. Oh boy, pressure plates.
Pressure plates. I like that they have unique functionality. Like
they're not both the same.
Like items. Push down the wooden one, but not the stone one's pretty cool. Pretty useful. I mean, I kind of like them, and they're kind of good for like detailing as well in pathways and stuff.
Oh well, yeah, 100%.
A bit annoying when you're crafting slabs and you accidentally craft
oh my fucking god, that's so goddamn fucking annoying.
I have so many wooden pressure plates.
Literally the fucking worst. You like shift click them all out and suddenly I feel like that's more of a problem because we have the shift click mod. Which isn't in the actual game.
It wouldn't in the actual one, yeah.
But yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
Yeah.
It's also annoying. We're lucky in multiplayer that they don't make a noise when you walk over them, but in single player, using them for the path. Oh god.
Yeah, that is true. In multiplayer, they don't make noises, which is nice.
Yeah.
You do lose a bit of immersion when you're like going through doors and stuff, but I don't know. Kind of better.
I feel like they're like good for. I feel like when Notch added them, he was like, "Oh yeah, we can use these to make secret doors. No one will ever know." It's like everyone knows. Like it's a pressure plate. You can see it. It's not a secret. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it looks. It stands out.
stands out, yeah. Even on the block that it is, like the
Yeah.
wooden.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
block,
yeah. I will say, in modern, I wish that some of the desert temples had the wooden one in. Not all of them, but some of them. So when you mine the sandstone, you don't know whether or not it's going to land on the thing and blow the shit up. I don't know, just add like a little bit of change.
I agree. Yeah, I remember as a kid, like I always used to think, like I used to be so paranoid about the landing on before I realized that like the functionality was different.
Yeah, like why did they do the stone one? Like if the
yeah,
wooden one was
they-
there, there's a bit of like more tense,
I guess
especially if it was random.
Yeah, I guess the idea. Yeah, I think it should be like 50-50.
Yeah.
I guess the idea is that like you're supposed to go down, but I feel like if you're supposed to go down and accidentally step on it rather than like just an item.
If you're a
like, hit it and
retard.
blow it up. Like, if the item drops down, blows it up, you just watch it happen and then you're like, well,
yeah, that's hilarious though. That's fucking hilarious though.
Honestly, you know what? Yeah, that's actually a point in favor. That's funny as.
You will learn for next time, and the next time you try it and you find out you got the fucking stone one, it didn't matter anyway. You've wasted your time. I feel like with the structures in Minecraft for a while, they worked as like tutorials on things in the game, like the villages.
Yeah.
Used to work as like the desert temple, the villages, and the jungle temple. They were like, this is how dispensers work. This is how pressure plates work.
This is, and it tells you, oh, here's a tripwire, like super unique. Like,
and like obviously this is how farms work in the village, and this is how like beds work and all that shit. And then in modern, when they updated that, they kind of lost that because they made the villages really small, so you can't even really live in them anymore. They used to work as like start bases for like as a tutorial. You're like, this is a chest, this is a bookshelf, this is a furnace, all that shit. And
something I don't like about villages as well is like
you get given everything.
Like so often, I mean you get everything from them, but also like I come across 99% of the time I come across a village, it's like all fucked up. Like, in old Minecraft, like you would come across a village, like one in every 1 million blocks. Yeah. And then when you got to it, it was like in a nice plains 99% of the time.
Oh yeah, it was always in a plain or desert. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
nice
like
flat
nice
area.
And flat, and it was like it's like where a village would realistically be.
Yeah.
Whereas like in modern, it's like
it's like on the side of a cliff, being held up by fucking boulders. It's retarded.
It's like in the air, and he's got his pathway. It comes out of his house, and then vertical drop 100 blocks down to the rest of the village.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's like what is happening?
Yeah, that is so true. They fucked that up with the mountain update, whatever it's called, the cliffs and spliffs or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's the one. When they did the village and pillage update, adding those villages with the things, and then when they added the new mountains and train generation, they did not account for that. So the villages are just fucked. You have like a house in a cave, and then most of the houses are kind of on the edge of a cliff, and then one house is miles up on the top of the fucking mountain with its door like high up. It's really fucking stupid. Like
it's so stupid.
It's
whereas
really
like
shit.
The old villages, like you come across them, it's just this nice open, like it's like realistic, but like realistic for Minecraft. Like I don't know, it's interesting.
I mean, it did make sense that they had wooden houses in a desert with no trees around, but like fuck it, like they just moved there. Like it's like.
Well, I mean, even a bit later when they had the sandstone houses, like that was even cool. Like they had the flat sandstone houses, like that was cool. Like,
I feel like that's the reason they were in the plains and desert biome, were because Notch probably tried to make villages in like every biome, and they just fucked up. So he was like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah, he was like, no,
fuck this shit. They're going in the flat biomes. Yeah. The Mojang were like, we'll put them in the fucking cliffs, and then your fucking wheat farms miles in the air. And it has those ugly ass boulders under everything now, because like they can't just spawn floating. They have like just these looks like world edit circles.
It looks like world edit, exactly.
It
looks
so
like world edit
shit.
circles. Yeah, it looks stupid.
I hate what they've done with the villages.
I hate the design of the houses as well.
Yeah.
Like they don't look good. Like they're so. I don't know. Like there's no wood logs. That look. I think it's also to do with the textures as well. But like it's kind of similar to what we were saying about like the upside down stairs and stuff like that. They use that too much. The roofs are too thick. Like it just looks weird. Like
they're too small to function as like houses for anyone but villagers. Whilst like the old ones, you could like you found a village, you moved in with your friends, and like there was enough room to like make it your own village. And these ones, you got like 4 blocks of fucking space, and it's like 6 of them are taken up by like useful items that should be end game things. Like it's
exactly. They're always like cubes. Yeah. Like there was always that one house that everyone moved into. That L-shaped kind of house.
Yeah, the best one.
And it was empty.
Yeah,
completely empty.
Completely
Every
empty,
time you
made
went in.
for you. They used to work as
Made
like
for you.
tutorials for people. Like that, you
Exactly,
stumble across it, that teaches
now
you how to use it and how to build and how to survive in a house. Now
Yeah,
it's
whereas
literally
now,
just
like,
used as
you walk into a cube and you get beds, you get a chest with everything you ever need,
yeah.
and then it's like a shitty little thing that you would never want to move into because it's
No,
already too cramped
it's
when you
too
walk
cramped
in.
as fuck. It's got
Yeah.
every house has a fucking bed in. They give
Every
you
house
all
has
the
a bed,
fucking
every
items,
house has like a
and
chest,
the
yeah.
villagers themselves are just 3D printers for every item in the game anyway. So it's
And they
yeah,
don't even have like blacksmiths anymore. That was the
No.
only like one of two good.
Yeah, you
villages
find the
that you
blacksmith,
got.
you're like, damn, yeah, this is a cool village. We got a blacksmith. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
It was the best day on the planet when
It was the
you
best
found a
day
blacksmith,
when it was a blacksmith.
and
Exactly,
you get two free furnaces. It was like hell yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Now
You
it's
got
like
2 free furnaces and a couple saplings and an
yeah,
apple. Like,
and,
hell yeah,
and then you
dude.
steal the fucking smooth stone slabs from the top. You're like, fuck yeah, this
Yeah.
was a great village. Let's go to the next one, and then it's just a library.
Exactly.
And you're like, fuck yeah, enchanting table time. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, the reason I started talking about that is because if they had both the pressure plates in the desert temples, then it's almost a tutorial to show you that the wooden ones trigger with items, and then these ones trigger with players. Yeah, it's like
exactly.
Like it would teach you that there's two different types, whether in
and that,
like,
that goes completely with like Mojang's whole thing about like if something happens in the world, it's got to be like the player's fault.
Yeah,
or, like the player has to be involved somehow, and that's like
yeah.
perfectly a good way to teach them.
And
that
like,
sort of
unless
thing
a fucking
like,
zombie spawns down there, or husk in modern, if a fucking husk spawns down there and triggers it, but I guess they could do that with the stone ones. So
they could do that with the stone one as well.
Fuck it.
Like,
I guess, yeah.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah. So,
anyway, where do they go?
Pain in the ass.
We
got so off topic. Pain in the ass. You can't put them on fences in beta without like update suppression. That would just be nice.
But like honestly, I agree, but also like it's kind of cool. Like I think it's kind of cool.
I mean, it's only cool if you're aware. Like I feel like if you posted a picture of your house with it on the subreddit, 90% of people won't know the pain in the ass like shit you went through to do that. They'll just be like, oh yeah, they just put a pressure plate on there. It's like yeah. I don't know where we're putting these. It's B maybe.
Honestly, yeah,
B or C.
Yeah.
They're both about the same. I use them both the same amount. Stone ones I feel like I use for putting on top of furnaces to hide them or whatever. Yep. Redstone torches. One of my favourite things. I actually like these more than normal torches.
I agree. I think they're like a lot more useful.
Yeah, 100%. Useful and better for building.
I'd say useful in a different way. I wouldn't say they're a lot more useful. They're useful, like obviously the torch is really good at what it does.
Yeah.
The redstone torch is like really useful in a lot of different things, and good for building for sure. Like, good for atmosphere and mood, which is like, hard to create.
Using them on my restaurant, using them on like nether portals, using them on anything is it just looks really nice. They look like neon. You can make neon signs with them basically, and Christmas lights. They're just useful.
Absolutely despise the texture change that has just occurred.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. I don't know if I've seen the final one. Isn't it like a square on the top now or some retarded shit?
I'll hang on. I'll pull it up.
I think I've seen it, but it's been a while. Didn't they make it white?
In
the middle.
No, it's kind of pink.
That's so fucking stupid.
Redstone torch. Here we go. Have a look at this thing.
Wow, that is fucking. What is that?
So terrible. It looks like a lollipop.
I was thinking that. Like that looks like a lollipop. It looks like a dildo. Why did they do that?
Like, what makes it worse is, if you look at a redstone repeater now, it's so bulky. They don't even on the wiki. It doesn't even have it yet because it's so like they haven't even updated. What about a comparator?
The thing is though, like if you look at a real life red like light. In the middle, it is fucking orange. It's not a light red in the middle of a.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bright kind of orangey color. Like the redstone torch is just a red. Oh my god, it's fucking stupid.
It's so like bulky and weird.
Yeah.
And the red particle around it. Like this looks like, looking at it right now, it looks quite red. In game, it's quite pink and like opaque. But like that red cube behind the torch part, like is just permanently behind the red torch part. Like, it doesn't
it's like an optical illusion. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really fucking dumb. Why?
Yeah.
Like, even if they just changed it to this for some reason, I don't know why, but had the oranges, the middle was orange still, it would look better. But like, why
if they had the original colors, but in this like, that would be great. That would be fine.
It'd be fine.
But good enough. It'd be better than this weird pink kind of
Because like if you look at a red light in real life, it's not fucking pink in the middle. It's like it's orangey because that's not how light works. It doesn't like if it was a light and that color, that middle color there, if it was a real light, would not produce that dark kind of red color out of it. It would make like a washed out pink.
And I think it doesn't work with like it doesn't look like redstone either. Like the old torch, it was red.
Yeah.
Like bright red, like and that made sense. Like you got the dust and it turned red. Like whereas this, it's like the red dust and it turns pink. Like
there's no light red in anything redstone looking like that. That's fucking. Why did they? Out of all the things they need to fucking change in the game, they're changing the textures to things that don't need texture changes. Like,
literally,
so fucking. Why?
I think anyway, I think redstone torch would be like an A maybe.
Yeah, really good for building. Underused even. Like
100%,
I use it a lot. Some people use it a lot, but
you use it very well.
People need to use it more.
I need to
usually
use it
the
more.
best. It's good just outlining shit.
Yeah.
Very good. Buttons.
I wish there was a wood variant.
True. I wish you could put them on the floor. Would be good for stones.
Wish you could put them on the floor and on the roof.
Yeah.
Would be great. Other than that,
good for detailing, I guess.
Good for detailing, yeah. They're pretty. Like they could be better. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They could be better.
Yeah, I feel like they same as lever B. I'd say.
B? I'd say less than that. I'd say
less
C. Like, I use them less than levers.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah,
because
for most things in Redstone, you're never going to use a button for it. It's just good to turn it on.
Yeah,
and off.
exactly. Yeah.
I guess that's true.
I don't know. Like they are useful in Redstone, but
yeah,
I feel like they annoy me a little bit sometimes.
For detailing, I definitely use them more. For
maybe put them in B. I think you could be right.
Because I feel like all these Redstone like power things are basically like good for detailing. Good for they do their purpose, but otherwise, that's about it.
Yeah.
Snow block. Big old snow. I actually like snow blocks more than white wall. For building, they're a lot bolder and brighter. They look a lot less like wall.
Yeah,
pain in the ass to get, kind of a pain in the ass.
A little bit.
I definitely like using them in modern buildings. I'm
pretty generic to snow. The only thing that annoys me about collecting snow is that it stacks to 16, not 64. That's annoying. But
stupid snowballs are stupid.
I don't know. They're cool. Cool that they're like you can use them in spleef, like insta-mineable and stuff.
Yeah, I'd put them in A or B.
Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah.
I use them a lot in building. I actually use them a lot more than white wall.
I feel like
for white builds.
Good.
Yeah.
I like
and then obviously you could just blend them both, and that looks good too.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Shame you can't make snowmen in beta, because that would be like they're just like fucking useless.
The snow golem. Yeah, I like snow. See, oh my god, this is something I like. I feel so passionately about. Is golems in Minecraft are the greatest way to add ambient life to the game.
Yeah, you basically make your own friends. It's like you sticking faces to rocks and being like, hey guys.
Exactly, the iron golem, love it. Such a cool idea.
It is pretty cool.
Snow golem, same deal. It's cool the way you make them. The copper golem would have been sick. Such an interesting it does randomly press buttons. It has a lot of character. That's something I love. Is they have so much character. The golems, they have personality that you can attribute to them. Even the tough golem would have been sick. It just stands around every now and again. It moves and you don't notice it, and it's just across the room. One day,
it's like a weeping angel.
Cool,
Yeah, I like the golems.
A lot of character.
I actually wish there was no ambient life apart from animals. I wish the villagers weren't in the games, but golems were. It's almost like Wall-E, where the entire the civilization's basically gone from the planet. Yeah, but they're the remains of their robots are still around. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. That would be cool. That would
just
be really
finding
cool.
villages, empty villages with nothing but iron golems walking around.
But there's a broken iron golem walking around. Yeah,
like the iron giant. It'd be fucking cool. What?
Literally. Yeah.
Villagers suck anyway. Fuck villagers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fuck you, Ava.
Fuck you, Ava. Yeah, fuck you, Ava. Fuck you, Jappa. Fuck you, villagers.
Fuck you, villagers. That's my bad. I was just, natural.
Yeah.
All right, cactus.
Cactus.
Prick-
Cactus is
prickly.
prickly. Yeah, I mean, cactus is like a block I have like when I see it, I think old Minecraft for some reason, even though it's looked like this for years. I don't know. It's alright. I hate fucking how it destroys items, but that can also be useful. It's just kind of a pain in the ass when you're actually harvesting cactus and it drops on itself and you lose it. That's retarded.
It's when it drops on itself. That's so annoying.
Stupid, but it is like a good use of a bin, I guess. I mean,
cactus shouldn't be able to break cactus.
No.
I feel like it would be cool if like there were things that cactus didn't break.
Yeah.
There's specific things that cactus didn't break. So
yeah, because the fact that you can mine a cactus and you can mine like a free high cactus and you only get one fucking thing from it because it slams on top of itself and you lose it. That's so fucking stupid. And then if you die in the cactus, it's the most bullshit like unfair death if you like walk into a cactus like an idiot and die and all your items just fucking fall into the cactus and get deleted from the world. That's so bullshit, but like I don't know, it's kind of funny. You kind of deserve it for walking into a fucking cactus.
Deserve it for walking into a cactus,
but like if you die by a cactus at full health, especially, there's something fucking retarded.
How are you doing that?
I'll never forget when Monster jumped off the top of like his mountain at the Japanese area and landed in his cactus farm, and all his items went into the fucking cactuses and he lost them all because like he didn't realize that's what happens, or like the entire walk back, and I was like, his items aren't gonna be there, they're gonna be in the fucking deleted, funny. And he was like, fuck, my items are gone. Like that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's
I forgot about that.
It's so bullshit that they do that, but it's also kind of funny.
I do like the cactus. Like the green on it's cool, the black on it's cool. Way better than the new texture, obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I even like the underside as well is kind of cool. I wish you could, place it
upside down.
I wish you could place it not like. I wish it could be placed on something not on sand. Although now that I'm thinking about it, you could definitely make a roof of cactus blocks using update suppression.
That would look very cool.
Which would look
because that's like
cool,
a texture 90% of people don't even realize exists because they just never see it
in the game.
Yeah,
that's actually a W idea.
That is pretty good idea.
Anyway, cactus pretty cool. I mean,
it is pretty cool.
Not much to say. Like I feel like it makes green die. I wish it had like maybe another use or something. But I feel like there's not many times you use it in builds. Like you use it in like a sanctuary garden or something in like a modern house, or like in a desert build. Like other than that, like it's kind of hard.
It has to be placed on sand, right? And you can't even place it next to most like anything.
I mean, unless you use update suppression. I guess,
it's alright. I will say it would be kind of funny if they were like the mushrooms where they just infinitely grow to like sky limit. That would be kind of funny.
Imagine coming like you've been in a desert for a while, or like next to one, you don't realize you've come to the desert. And then
that would be pretty fucking cool. But
that would be pretty.
I don't know if
you know how people do like the alpha trees everywhere and like take away all the small trees. Do that in the desert, but with like you just have like
it's just ridiculous.
Cactus.
I feel like that would add like a bit of alienness back to Minecraft by like having just giant fucking cactuses that grow infinitely tall.
Yeah.
Like that'd be kind of funny. It's maybe if like in modern it only happened in like the mesa biomes or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it was a unique thing.
Tall cactus biome.
Kind
of like ice spikes, but just tall cactus.
Imagine a village spawning in that fucking asshole. That would be hilarious. Just walk out the door and die. You couldn't be able to do fucking anything because like the village, you would load it in and a bunch of cactus would break because the village spawned there. That'd be hilarious. That's
I kind of wish there was I wish like there was a way to have cactus attach like side by side. Like real cactus, how they split, sometimes.
Yeah.
Would be kind of cool, but
I wish you could actually. What would be pretty cool is if they were. This doesn't make it's not very realistic, but if it worked as an infinite water source, you could just collect water from it in a bucket.
That would be kind of cool. I see the logic in that.
Because obviously you can get water from it. It's not doesn't work like that in real life, but
but,
like if you just had one and you could left click, a way of getting water in the desert could work. Not
Yeah,
like the deserts are big enough to not just be able to walk 4 blocks and
yeah,
get but you know what I mean.
Find an oasis, like,
Being
or,
able to
like,
like
something like
drain a cactus of the water wouldn't be too bad.
kind of like how like coral in modern Minecraft, you place it down, like it changes grey, like it dies.
Yeah,
You like take some water from the cactus, it turns like grey or something. It would be kinda cool.
yeah. Great cactus would look pretty fucking cool, actually.
It would be kind of cool.
That would be good for building like maces. Anyway, I don't know.
C tier,
C
maybe?
tier, yeah, C tier. Fuck it.
Yeah. I feel like it's on par.
Clay.
Clay. I feel like clay is like there's a lot of alternatives to using clay in builds.
Yeah.
Like light grey wool.
It is a good like
stone.
5th grey block though, in case you really desperately need a different colour grey. if you've used stone, cobblestone, light grey wall, dark grey wall, furnaces, if you really need like another grey block, this is another grey block made for you. You know, it's alright. It's a unique kind of like bluish light grey, I guess. It's not exactly like light grey, but you know.
I like its texture doesn't really fit in with a lot of things in my opinion. Like
it doesn't even look like clay.
Cool with it. It doesn't really look like clay, does it? And
no.
like there are some things that look good. Like I think clay and snow looks good together. Otherwise, like it doesn't really go well with anything.
It does go well with light grey wool in builds, but otherwise
blue,
it
like,
stands
light
out.
Blue.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah.
I don't know. Smelted into brick.
Unless you're making like a fucking super star destroyer, probably not.
Yeah,
just smelt it into fucking brick, really. Honestly, it's fine. It's
kind of D tier for me.
D tier for you? Yeah, I'd say it's on par with gravel. It's not. Jukebox. I mean, in beta, there's only 2 fucking music discs, and neither of them are that great. But
yeah, I wish there were more music discs.
Yeah,
but,
just the fucking 14 classic ones, or whatever they were.
You can take redstone compatibility out of it, which is cool. Love making doors out of that, and that's not just exclusive to doors. You could turn on your tree farm using music.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, you could do stuff like that. Like kind of cool. Like I like them. I like them.
It's
a little bit expensive,
good.
so you don't see them as much.
No,
I think they're pretty same as note blocks. Honestly,
it's your last resort if you still need to decorate your house and you've used bookshelves. It's you got nothing else to use. It's like fuck. There's a corner with nothing in it. Right, jukebox.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's just the note block sides. I mean, the top's different. I've never really used the top for anything. I feel like I could. I would actually use this block. If this block, like the top, you could like turn it to the side, would make sense. But I would use it a lot more if I could do that.
Like a PlayStation, you put it at the side.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Wii. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh my god.
But I mean, yeah, like obviously it's like hard to use in quantity because it needs a diamond. But I don't know. I really like it. I think it's cool. It's like a unique.
It is pretty cool.
Unique thing.
With the extra music discs, it's nice. Yeah, I actually wish you could like power the music disc. Like you could like turn it on with redstone. You didn't have to put the disc in. Like you could keep the disc in and then just turn it on.
Agree.
That'd be quite nice.
You press play, pause, and
that would be quite useful.
To do that, that would be kind of cool. I agree.
Wouldn't be too bad. What else about it? I don't know.
That's cool.
You heard about the Mandela effect, where a lot of people think that like the music disc pops out on its own once the song stopped playing.
Yeah,
I actually used to believe that, like for a little bit. Like I got confused.
Really?
I had that retard.
I think I always knew that it didn't. Only because like when I was a kid, when I first was messing with them, I was paranoid that would happen.
Yeah,
and I would lose it.
Yeah, literally the same thing. Yeah.
But then, I realized straight away. I was like, "Oh, it doesn't." Awesome. And then, since then, I've always kind of known that, because that was one of the first things I remember being paranoid about. But
they're pretty fucking useless other than that. But I mean, redstone use, and then I don't even know. Where do you think?
I put them in A. I think they I like them. I think they're useful. They're a cool block personally.
Yeah, A. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
That works.
Fences.
F tier.
Hate them.
I
No,
put them
definitely not
maybe in
F
E or D or C. Or... See, they're really good for. I use them a shitload in decorating as usual.
Decorating, real good in decorating.
Fucking
yeah.
expensive, and I feel like I'm always making them.
Making them.
It's kind of retarded. They're full blocks.
Yeah, a little bit annoying. They're full blocks, but
That
I do
is-
kind of like that quirk a little bit in beta
Yeah.
as well.
It's useful in some ways, annoying in other ways. It's kind of like it depends what you're trying to do, I guess.
Like obviously useful for like till dirt, like the farming.
True, yeah.
That's such a good, accidental feature.
Yeah.
They don't connect to walls when you place them next to walls,
which sometimes
Can
is
be a
good,
little
but
bit
also
annoying.
sometimes shit. Again, it's like
Yeah.
depending what you're trying to do. If you're like
Depends on
a
what
lot
you're
of times,
doing.
I'm like, oh, I wish it did that. But sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, thank fuck, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's kind of I don't know. I feel like it should connect to like wooden planks and nothing else. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of a good point. Like,
Yeah.
only connect other wood blocks, maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Notch is retarded.
Wish there was kind of wish there was like a fence, but I mean, we can obviously use trapdoors and the glitch door. So
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Also a pain in the ass. They take so long to fucking mine.
oh my god, yeah, worst. It's so annoying.
Worst shit ever.
Kind of funny that they're huge though when you throw them on the ground. Kinda like
that
Cactus,
is,
like-
yeah. Why? Yeah,
Why are they huge?
that is. It's because they're like not full blocks, but they are. I don't know. It's really
Yeah.
weird thing that they. I think they solved that with the smaller chest. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where
Anyways,
to put this because I'd use it a lot for building. It's really good at detailing shit, even tables and everything. But it's
Yeah,
also
honestly, I'd put
also
it.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put it in A as well. Like,
A,
it's
yeah.
it's so useful, and it's like it doesn't look bad. Like, it's cool looking. Like, it's very Minecraft. Like, you make cool farms. and
Very
stuff with it,
useful
yeah.
for like everything almost. Apart from
Yeah.
Redstone. I don't know when you use it in Redstone, but
Yeah, I mean, I think you. I mean, you could maybe use it. Does
yeah.
it get pushed? Does it get pushed by pistons?
I think it
I'm gonna
does. I
try
think
this
it.
right
I'm not sure if it gets like sticky piston though. Oh no, I think it does.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it right now.
I don't know if you can pull it back.
Oh my god, I don't know if I. When you
I
don't
think-
have the single player commands.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I think it does, but like I. Oh yeah, you must because you can make like gates and stuff with it, right?
I suppose so. Yeah.
But I never really use it like this that much. Oh my god.
No. It's because it's just floating there. It doesn't connect to the piston, so it looks retarded.
Yeah.
It's just a pole. Great for strip clubs though. If you're making a strip club, you need
Okay.
fences.
This is kind of interesting. Like, it's kind of funny. Like I've got two two fences, and I'm pushing
Right.
one up, and it like disconnects and then reconnects. I wonder if I could. I'm gonna hang on. I'm just gonna real quick see if I can make a. I want to see if like doing that creates a block update.
Huh.
Which makes like a what the fuck makes like a what's it called? Bloody, you know.
Bloody bloody. I will say in
Yeah.
alpha, fences are fucking annoying. I think you played alpha a bit, but like in alpha, you couldn't
Yeah.
even like place them on top of each other in like a line.
Well, yeah, you need
You had to
need
have
like
blocks.
you had to have blocks,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fucking pain in the ass. Also, I don't even think you could put torches on top of them in alpha. Like, you couldn't
No, I
put
don't think you
anything.
can
Yeah,
either.
that was fucking annoying as well.
Yeah, in alpha they did suck.
pain in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is correct. Like that, and then if I. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay. Scrap that idea.
No.
All right, sorry about
got-
that little hiatus.
We got like 6 left.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
God. Am I
Jesus.
recording?
This actually took way longer than I expected.
It's been fucking almost 3 hours. Jesus fucking
There's
Christ.
no way.
Oh my fucking God.
Holy shit! What? It's taken 3 hours. To
2
do this?
hours and
That's-
47.
Oh my
Longest video.
god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
I'll just edit out the bits where you're eating and that's it.
That's fucked. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of lulls, I feel like, but I mean, there's also a lot of points where we're just yapping like for ages.
Oh,
Jesus
but
Christ.
those are probably going to be the best bits where we're talking about the
Yeah,
fucking
for
villagers
real.
sucking ass. Yeah,
Well,
that's...
yeah, we're actually giving opinions and stuff like yeah. God
Instead
damn.
of just like, oh yeah, you know, it's alright.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
jack-o'-lantern and pumpkins.
Jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, absolute W blocks. I really like this is the only time ever. Like orange is probably my least favorite color of all time.
Rip monster.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely love these. Like I don't like orange at all, but I do love these blocks. Like, these are the best use of orange.
You can put them on your head, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
never gonna do it unless, you know, funny.
Whenever I see a jack-o'-lantern like in a build, I'm like, nice. Like it makes me smile. I feel like when I see a jack-o'-lantern, I'm like, that's funny. That's cool. You know,
yeah, it's like
unique.
Yeah. Yeah, the good hidden lighting too sometimes, if done well. I remember when they were added to the game, they were pretty, like, finding them was fucking a pain in the ass. Like, it felt like it as a child. Like, when the update first came out with pumpkins, and I was like, damn, I want to see pumpkins. So finding them was, like, so fucking rare, yeah.
Yeah, they were way more rare than they are now.
Yeah, I could not find any when they came out. But, yeah, they're
really
good.
Annoying you can't push them with pistons.
Yeah, they break for some. That's fucking strange. I don't know why.
Yeah. But they are cool. I like that. I like that the feature of putting them on your head became useful for like Enderman after. Like that's kind of cool.
It would be hilarious if you could put a jack-o'-lantern on your head and it makes your brightness like 2000. Some stupid shit. You set on fire, but you can see.
Yeah, I was gonna say you set your head on fire. Like...
That would be kind of funny.
It's like that. It's like the potions before potions.
Yeah.
You put a jack-o'-lantern on your head, and then you can see
night vision.
In the dark for a while. Yeah, you got night vision. Like...
Wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, they're fun.
I think they are like a C, maybe.
Yeah.
C tier.
I do like how in Shadow of Israfel they became TVs turned on and off, like the green TV screen. That is a cool use of them.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, C, yeah. Would you say jack-o'-lanterns are better than pumpkins though, or which one do you prefer? I think I like jack-o'-lanterns more.
Yeah, I think I like jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know. They both. I kind of both like them equally, honestly. Like, they both. Like jack-o'-lantern. I feel like jack-o'-lanterns kind of make me happy. Like I look at them, and like that makes me happy. It's kind of cool that it's like been added to a build.
Yeah.
Pumpkins are just like I don't know. I feel like pumpkins are just kind of cool. It's a cool addition. I like that it's got a face.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I do. Part of me wishes you could find them in the Nether.
I agree. That's
that would
a
be
good
nice.
point.
Yeah.
That
Maybe if you could only find jack-o'-lanterns in the Nether, lit up ones.
Yeah. Gives like one extra.
Yeah.
Oh, jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool actually.
Kind of just add something to the Nether. Another reason
I like
to go.
that. I like that on Halloween. There's like a chance for like pigmen to wear them or like pigs. Pigmen, just the pigmen, right? Oh, I don't know, zombies and skeletons.
Zombies and skeletons can, because they don't burn in the day when it's Halloween. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know did they still do that?
I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think so. It's just rare to see them though.
Yeah. Well, soul sand.
Soul sand? Oh, your order is slightly different to mine. That's weird.
Oh,
I
really?
literally haven't even ordered these. That's weird. Yeah, fix it. Soul sand.
Soul sand.
Weird that the correct tool for it is a sword, yet when you break it with a sword, like it's faster with a sword, but then it takes 2 durability because the sword is the wrong tool, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But kind of cool block. I like that there's faces in it. Like there's literally souls in the sand.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. The Jappa texture for it looks a bit too waxy and clean for some reason. I don't know what the fuck. I do quite like that he still kept the faces though. I feel like that's alright. But yeah, I do like the soul sand. I do like how it makes you walk slower. Useless as fuck, but
it sinks you into the ground and makes you walk slower.
Yeah,
super useless. Like
super fucking
who's
useless.
Gonna put that on the floor unless I'm making like an Avenger map or something like that. I think the person who uses it, Mr. Saturday uses it the best. He is a champion with the soul sand, like for roofs and walls and stuff. Like he uses
I never
really
use soul sand. I kind of forget it exists, but I don't know. I use it sometimes, very rarely. I've used it for like one build, I think.
Yeah, I've used it a couple of times. I've used it in bulk, and I've used it in my village, my desert village. It works
Right.
well.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a dirt mixed with sand kind of thing. But yeah, that's all right. I don't know. I like it.
Oh, beds are in the game. Okay. Kind of weird that beds are counted as a cake because you could play. I don't know. This fucking tier list is Ava. Fuck you, Ava. Yeah, no.
Fuck you, Ava.
Soul Sand. I do like Soul Sand. I'm kind of like thinking of uses it could have. Like maybe if beds didn't exist and because it's Soul Sand, you could like respawn with like you had to get to the Nether to make some kind of like thing that respawns you out of Soul Sand or something. Because I feel like beds are kind of overpowered. That you
Beds
can just
are overpowered. Yeah.
yeah, like without them. You kind of just build your house at your spawn point, right? Because then when you don't have to eat, you just kill yourself and spawn there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Beds are like it's too easy to get for what
I
they
think
are.
that there needs to be like well, there should have been a way to like set your spawn. Like there should be a way to set your spawn, but like not be able to skip the night. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm also a bit. I don't know. I'm always like flipping flopping about my opinion on beds because
they're useful.
I do love being able to sleep the night away, but I
Yeah.
also agree that like it's overpowered and you
I wish you could. I
game.
wish you could sleep the day away as well. I wish you could sleep in them during day and it
Yeah.
becomes night.
Yeah.
That would be quite good. I do think.
Anyway, that's a discussion. That's a discussion for when we get to
Oh,
beds. That's going to be in
true.
my video.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good fucking point. That's in 6 hours from now. All right.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, God. Soul Sand. Where do we put Soul Sand?
Soul Sand. I think it's a C. Like, I feel like it's on
Yeah.
par with like the blocks in here.
I actually really like the quicksand from the Aether mod. I don't know if you've ever played it, but the quicksand, like when you walk on it, it makes you walk faster, which means when you get to the edge of like the side of the map, you start like fucking speeding around and fall off it. I think that's pretty clever.
It's kind of a clever idea. Yeah,
maybe
if they did that
like
in
mushrooms
Nether.
should
zoom
like
off the edge.
yeah, use a zoom up. Maybe mushrooms should spread faster on Soul Sand.
On
Again,
Soul Sand,
fucking
yeah, that'd
useless,
be
but
kinda cool.
I don't know. Just a small addition to it.
I mean, it would be good for farms, you know, like
yeah. Because it does kind of look like tilled dirt of some kind. Maybe something should grow
Yeah.
on it. Maybe wheat could grow faster on it or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
You
I
could
guess
use-
later on, like you grow nether wart on it, which is cool.
True there, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, Glowstone. Glowstone is easily one of the
Glowstone.
best blocks in the game.
Glowstone is very cool.
I think Pepper
Glowstone
said his favourite block is Glowstone.
Yeah.
I think so.
Glowstone, like Glowstone, Mossy, and Brick, like they go together for me.
Mhm.
Like in terms of like the same kind of vibe I get.
Yeah,
from
they're
them,
like
you know?
they're kind of pain in the ass to get, kind of rare. But when you see them in a build, it's like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, yeah.
I feel like Glowstone's like people overestimate how hard it is to get, but it is cool to have.
It's when you realize you have none, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I gotta get to the
I
Nether
gotta
again.
go.
So, but it's not
Yeah.
actually. Once you start actually doing it, you get like shitloads all in one, and you're like, thank
Yeah.
fuck, no Nether travel for a month. But
Yeah, exactly.
I really
And
like Glowstone.
they are way better than torches, obviously.
Oh,
like,
100%. For the
way
hidden
better
lighting,
alternative.
Glowstone is
Yeah.
great. I mean, you could use jack-o'-lanterns, but
Absolutely.
Glowstone is just perfect.
Jack-o'-lanterns are rarer for sure.
Oh yeah, 100 pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, Glowstone, very nice. S tier.
Like I feel like you wouldn't hide a jack-o'-lantern, you know, because like
No.
you want to show it. You want to show that you're placing a jack-o'-lantern
Yeah.
down, whereas Glowstone, like you can hide it. 'cause
Although
you
it'd be
get around
really
to it.
funny putting jack-o'-lanterns behind your paintings, and if someone accidentally breaks them, they're like, "Oh fuck, there's a jack-o'-lantern
it's
staring
just
at them."
jack-o'-lantern. It's
That
been
would be
looking
quite
through the
funny.
walls this whole time.
Yeah, I might start putting jack-o'-lanterns in all my houses, looking out the windows just to freak someone out.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good idea. So yeah, I like Glowstone. I'm putting it S tier. Do you think S tier?
Yeah, I agree. No,
Using
I
it-
agree.
It's
Yes,
the only
yeah, for
block you
sure.
can really use for like street lamps too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So-
the only lighting specific block that
You can
looks
even
good.
yeah,
Like-
and you can only lighting specific block you can move with a piston, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very
is
useful.
true. Didn't
Very
think of
good.
that. Yeah.
Very cool.
Netherrack.
Netherrack. Netherrack's Netherrack. It's just Netherrack. I do wish Nether bricks were in
It's-
beta.
I agree. Nether bricks are very cool.
Yeah. I never used them when they were in the game, but now that they're not in the game, I'm like, fuck, I just wish I could use them.
Yeah. you said the way you said that was really dumb.
What?
You say that you're like I really wish I used them when they were in the game,
Well,
but now that they're not in the game,
well, okay. I mean, for me, they're not in the game.
Yeah. I understood what you meant. But it was
I think if they removed them, 90% of people probably won't even fucking notice. They don't use them. They don't care.
Yeah.
They've been replaced by other blocks.
I always think they look really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Netherrack's a good block. Like perfect for the hell dimension. You know, like like the new, broken record. The new textures don't even get us started. Like,
dude, they're fucking awful. I've said it before, but they look like beams.
It looks inviting to go to the net. Like you go to the Nether and like, oh, this is nice. This is pleasant. It's like nice little warm like kind of place. Whereas like in beta, you go and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. It looks like
it's like really harsh and just nasty looking. It looks like flesh on stone. Like I think it was originally called Bloodstone, right? It was supposed to be like bloody stone, but not thought that was too
like it looks. Yeah,
because the Nether was originally a lot darker than it is now. Like pigmen had blood in, like red blood instead of green blood.
Pigmen were covered in blood and stuff.
The Netherrack was called Bloodstone and all that shit. It would have been a lot lot cooler. But yeah, the new fucking texture is just flat and boring. When you see like Netherrack in the distance in beta, like the train looks all harsh and like gritty in the distance. In modern, you look in the distance, it just looks like dark red. It just looks like one fucking boring ass color. Yeah, I fucking hate modern Netherrack. But yeah, Netherrack's really like underused for like building as well. It makes great roofs.
I agree. It does make great roofs. Yeah, I agree. I think either probably B or A.
B. I'm gonna put it in A because you can also it's the only like fireplace block, right? So
true.
That.
Yeah, it burning block. Yeah.
You don't have to spend ages mining it either. You end up getting shitloads by accident. You don't even mean to. You end up with
mining. You just get heaps.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, one thing left: trapdoors. Trappity trapdoors.
Trippity trapdoors. Pretty underwhelming last thing, but
yeah, it's not even really a block, but it is, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if this is a block, mushrooms are a block, you know. Like,
it's cool.
It's
cool.
cool.
You can have floating ones, make barrels.
Yeah.
With pistons.
It's a little bit annoying. You do have to do the piston thing to do it, but I guess it's kind of cool doing that. It's like an extra like step.
Now trapdoors, unlike slabs, where I'm kind of okay with that they don't go on the top one. Trapdoors, I wish they could. There's so many times where I wish they could, like, to add that extra bit of like depth or whatever.
Because you can't even put two of them floating next to each other because they just pop. Like,
they just break off. Yeah,
they would be so fucking useful if you could just place them like you can in modern, but no.
Yeah.
Make great fences, gates.
Gates, yeah.
I do kind of wish although the iron ones I never fucking use, I do kind of wish they were in the game as well, because they would be good for detailing some things. Buildings.
Yeah, they'd be good for detailing. To be fair though, I mean, like the iron doors with the update suppression, you can actually kind of do that, and it's not like most of the time when you're using iron stuff, you're not actually using it for its purpose. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Use it for detailing, but
yeah.
No,
I'll put this. I use it shitloads in detailing too, buildings and stuff. So.
B tier.
B tier? Yeah, B tier works, yeah. Fuck it, B tier, yeah. Alright, well, that was all the blocks. Well, so
that's all the blocks. And I think we can... So our least favourite is birch
leaves and spruce saplings.
Birch leaves and spruce saplings.
Yeah.
Which one do you think is your least favourite out of those two?
Oh, man. Fuck, I don't know. I feel like I use spruce. I never use spruce saplings for everything. At least with birch leaves, I use them for sometimes decorating trees,
for, like decorating or like some shading and stuff. Yeah, I agree. I think spruce leaves are probably the worst.
Yeah, spruce saplings.
And then best of pistons. I think we ranted and raved about how good they were. I think
pistons have good, like the best use. So then the other ones in S tier are just really good for building a house.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you need all those blocks to make a good-looking house. I feel like at least one of them. No, I'm happy with this tier list.
I think that's a pretty good tier list.
Maybe we might have been a bit too harsh on smooth stone.
I think so, like because it was very early on. I think smooth stone kind of got shafted. I feel like it could be moved up to B tier. I think it could be moved to B tier. I agree.
But otherwise, I feel like that's about fair.
Otherwise, I think it's good. Yeah. I think that looks right now.
Pot
You know, like
orange
smooth
will.
stone with sand and dirt is right. Like,
Yeah, that's
for
just
sure.
the terrain blocks you see everywhere. It's like-
Yeah,
basically, we
yeah,
think the
exactly.
Minecraft terrain and world looks shit.
Oh, we think it looks like B level. That's not shit.
I
It's
guess
above
not.
average.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like 5 inches. 5 inches is above average, but you'd still want 10 inch. You know. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it for the
Yeah,
blocks.
cool.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Alright,
If you want to
well,
see the
come over
items,
to my channel.
yeah, go over to the Boxless channel to watch us rank the wooden hoe.
Yeah. we've been recording for so long.
God.
How long? 3 hours.
3 hours and 2
Jesus.
minutes. Fuck
Awesome.
me.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to see us rank the all the items in beta, come over to my channel.
Yeah.
And
Leave a big
that's what we'll
fat
be doing.
dislike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dislike that
Alrighty.
shit. All right. Yeah. Thanks for.
How do
Thanks
you end your videos?
Suck my nuts.